See, that was the last time I met Shaquille O'Neal.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
A beautiful story to be regaled with
I
on this
so.
beautiful Tuesday evening.
Oh, snap, we're live.
Oh, snap. Hi, hello, welcome to another episode of Shikar. We're starting a little late today because our producer, Josephine, isn't here, and I had to produce with the help of Vicken. And as we know, that's a lot for me.
Well, we're here. We made it. We're alive.
We did it.
Is it bad? I feel like today's episode is like special. Like, I love Josephine and Xander, but I feel like shit's gonna get crazy today.
At first I thought it was because we were melanin, but then you said it's gonna get crazy. So now I'm slightly concerned.
No, because we're like, it's like for the culture.
Oh,
it's like we took over.
It's gonna be
I have more questions now. I'm excited.
Right? I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be good.
That's true. We're gonna do some weird shit. They're gonna be like, "Oh my god, what happened?" And I'm just gonna look at Balvin, and Balvin's gonna look at me, and we're like, "Nothing."
Like, regular day.
Nothing happened.
What happens when it's just Valym and Ajax stays? But it's like Vegas.
Well, the last time he stabbed me.
And the time before that, we got high.
Yeah, wow. Yo, okay, I won't say who, but someone did actually try a rose petal blunt after watching our show and told me about it.
Was it decent?
Yeah, they said it was delightful.
Our influence, man. Look at the things that we do.
I know.
I feel like this episode is just bound to go down in the annals. The annals of history is a very exceptional.
Can you spell that for me?
ANNALS. Annals of history. Right?
I don't know. It just sounded like annals. So I had to get it spelled.
Well, now I'm wondering if it's a real word.
I don't know words. That's
you know how like when you think about a word for a long time and then it doesn't sound like a real word anymore, like scuba? Just think. Say scuba.
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 Yeah, it does.
Right?
It sounds like
that's a real word. Yeah. Scuba. That's a real word.
Sounds like an onomatopoeia.
Shush. Shush.
Oh, it's an acronym.
Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus.
That's probably why it sounds so dumb. To fill in everyone who wasn't there, I was talking about how sometimes, you know how like in with the English language, we will culturally substitute the name of the item with the brand when the brand is super prevalent. Like we say Q-tip most of the time instead of cotton swab. Right? A Kleenex.
Yeah, like Band-Aid.
Band-Aid instead of adhesive bandage, right? I was talking about how in India, like, you know, we don't really say glue. We say Fevicol because that's the name of the most prominent glue brand, you know? And I learned some that I did not realize were brand names. And there was two that broke my brain. And one was jet ski and the other was jacuzzi. Apparently, these are not the names of the items. It is a hot tub and it is a Sea-Doo. Sea-Doo.
I didn't know about jet ski. Jet
ski upset me. When I found out jet ski was a brand and not a word, I was like, we're cutting off this conversation. We're done. We're not talking about another one. No, Sea-Doo is another. Wait, so what is the name of is it a personal water unit? I don't know what it was. I looked it up. It was stupid. But jet ski is like the brand name. Personal watercraft. Yes, that's the official word. Could you imagine in Loki if he said, "Hey, give me back my personal watercraft magazine"?
No.
So, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Someone had to tell us eventually.
No, they didn't.
We could have lived in peace and ignorance.
No. Education is key.
I hate that. I'm not going to argue with you, but I'm still mad about it.
Chat, I think that's why I'm so excited. This is the shady trio. We always hang out after the game and spill the tea.
The Shady Trio.
And it's like way too late.
The Shade
like,
Brigade.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah, go get stickers.
There it is.
We'll do something.
The Shade Brigade.
Make it a podcast. Put it on Spotify.
It rolls off the tongue.
Shade Brigade.
Well, let's get some introductions out of the way. Hello.
Fucking out.
Hello, Gabe's dog.
Come here, Leo. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Yes, let's introduce our first cast member today.
Come here.
Our
He just
sound
laid down.
engineer.
He's heavy. You're heavy. I'm not doing that. Come here. You're 80 pounds.
Here's
there
our
it is.
sound engineer. Oh my God, he's so cute. What's his name?
Leo.
Leo.
I named him after the king of the Spartans.
Aww. He looks so innocent now. He looks so innocent. Number one sound technician, special effects sound master,
Jesus,
Leo.
what are you doing? Where are you going?
We need you, bro.
No, don't take the hat.
I thought you were successfully maybe murdered there.
Oh, got close.
Chat, I'm useless today.
God, we're gonna end up killing somebody
I
like by
know.
accident.
Gabe,
Let's go,
take
Wade.
it away. I almost said a wave again.
Hi, I'm Gabe. I do voiceover stuff and game. Hi, I'm Gabe. I do voiceover, cosplay, and I play Valym, the half-elf druid rat man. Don't come around the other side. This is fine. I'm also wearing fake snake pants.
Hey.
Yeah. I don't
Very
know why I
nice.
own these. I don't know where they came from.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Balvin.
I'm Balvin. LordBalvin. I'm playing Ajax, a half-orc fighter who apparently is a good brother and father figure. I really, 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 really need help this episode because a lot happened last episode, and my DM is hot as fuck. So, there it is.
Thank you.
But I haven't DM'd for you yet. I don't know what you.
Hey, come on. That's for we have DMs for that.
Oh.
Thank you. I bow.
Imagine if you could talk to imagine if Ajax could spit game like Balvin did.
Ajax is a loser trying to be a loser. Look. He has not always been a loser. But
He became a loser? That's worse.
no, he's had a rough life.
What do you mean a rough life? It's been like a rough month.
No,
My man been alive for years and years, and after he left the gang and tried to get straight edge, and he became a loser. He got dissed
Don't do
on by his
drugs.
adopted child's mom, dunked on by
my
this paladin woman, possessed by a sword. Wow, he's had a lot of shit happen when I started quantifying it.
I just love that most D&D players are like, I play a heroic character. Like, my character's charming and she can do anything. And my character weaves the very nature of magic. And then there's Balvin who's like,
Ajax is a loser. I play a loser. With zero hoes. But he's working on it. He's trying his best.
You better not tell her that you call her a hoe. She'll kill you.
Balvin said that.
I'm just saying, she'll kill you.
Ajax is very
doubt.
respectful.
She'll wreck your soul.
my character
Doing
is a
well.
respectful loser. And honestly, he's just been going through it. Oh, so now we know exactly what we need to know about Ajax, the level 3 half-orc fighter. I am your DM for this campaign. This campaign is a homebrew one, so if you see things you haven't seen before, most likely they came from my mind. What else? Oh, thank you to our sponsors at Roll20. Roll20 is a free virtual tabletop that you can use to play D&D with your friends at home. And there's a plethora of other games on there as well, including a lot of indie games. I've ran Blades and stuff on there before. So yeah, you can play all kinds of stuff on there. Check it out. Thank you so much for sponsoring us, Roll20, and keeping this little indie production going. We appreciate it. All right.
20.
Let's get into it. Let me turn my air conditioner on because I feel like I get all animated when I'm DMing.
Yeah. Never change.
Thank you. Just as you are about to leave the fish stand and head towards the forest, Ajax, you hear a tiny squirrely voice behind you holding a red-hot fire poker. And you see a little heart-shaped nose, 2 little kind eyes, 2 little teddy bear ears, a plethora of snowy white braids, and the small fuzzy face of the bugbear, the boreal bugbear, named Monterey. His head pops up behind the counter, and he says, "Oh, you've got to wait for just a moment."
What? Why?
Well, you see, you're injured. You can't go out there while you're injured. You'll hurt yourself. Something bad might happen to you.
I think after he says that, the adrenaline comes down, and Ajax realizes that he has bites on his arm and his leg and his body. He's oh, you're right. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, I came upstairs to try to catch you because Nim said you might need these. I don't know why. They're trousers.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I know why.
And a blouse.
Thank you.
A cravat.
Thank you. Put it away.
Boots.
Thank you. These are for our friend Valym.
Oh, I don't think I met him.
You did, briefly. He's actually right here. I put a lamp up.
Oh, is he sick? He looks to be a bit sick. And you see the mouse beginning to stretch uncomfortably. Oh, I don't think it's supposed to do that, Ajax. You might.
Oh no. I open up the lamp and I grab him and I just throw him on the floor.
As you do, ribbons of fur come exploding out, ripping uncomfortably, almost like fabric ripping. And you see, kind of covered in almost like moisture and in blood, Valym, naked.
Hey, buddy.
What?
Here, I throw clothes at him. Get dressed. Get dressed.
Okay, but
Would
why
you
am I
like
naked?
a washcloth? You see a bugbear of the description that I just gave, snowy white, wearing a kilt and some dried fish at his belt.
Sure.
He reaches
Thanks.
behind his counter and gives you a clean piece of fabric. My name is Monterey, and Ajax is my new friend.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Oh. Why am I naked?
Why are you naked?
You were a mouse. Very cute mouse.
What?
You don't remember?
a itty bitty little mouse, just ever so small and just with little whiskers and little paws.
That's a
You know what?
problem.
You don't remember? You don't remember anything?
No.
You
I remember
Yeah,
going to sleep, waking up here naked. Where Nim and Scorpio?
Oh, they're very ill at this time, but I'm sure that Ajax can tell you what you need to know, and I'll put on a kettle for you so that you can rest and clear your wounds. I'll leave you to it because you are very exposed, sir. And I wish to be polite.
please get dressed.
Speaking of exposed, have you seen my staff? Not like the
Yeah.
the
Yeah, man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Never mind.
You're good.
Okay. Yep. Mm-hmm. Okay. He just finishes getting dressed.
Yeah, thank you.
Hell is happening.
Okay. So we'll start from the beginning, I guess. Apparently, y'all fought a illusion or something whenever I was knocked out.
That
The
sounds
big
right.
Worm, the big worm thing.
Yes. Oh, damn. Yes. Whoa, wait, what happened?
Okay, so I woke up after y'all already done. You were already asleep. And when we woke up, we heard noises coming out of your tent. And we didn't know what was going on. Scorpio investigated, and you were changing. And yeah, it seemed pretty excruciating. Your skin kind of came off of your body. Nim almost threw up.
Oh.
But, I don't know. It didn't sound like what you explained to us, though, about your thing with Leander. And I think that Leander may have, I don't know, that guy's weird, but he may have halted your transformation or put some kind of, I don't know, but you didn't seem dangerous to us.
He did something. So I didn't look like a large rat man?
No. You were the size of an average mouse.
Oh. Well, that... I guess it's an improvement. It means that I couldn't viciously tear through any of you or try to eat you. So that's an improvement. Oh, what?
Yes. You bit my shoe. It was kind of cute, actually. And then we put you in a lamp.
I didn't bite you, though, right? Just your shoe?
No, just my shoe. You didn't get me.
Good. Did you deserve it?
That's subjective.
That's not a no.
Ajax, your mind goes back to shaking Valym viciously while he rattled about a lantern. I don't know if you would feel regret over that, but I would like to.
I want Valym. This is a noticeable look on my face after you asked that, where I'm like, that's subjective. Okay.
Really bad at lying.
I know. Okay, we're friends, right?
Yeah.
This lantern right here.
Mm-hmm.
I shook you.
Why?
It seemed funny. I'm sorry. It was really funny.
That's terrible.
I know. It's just I thought here. Okay, I don't know if this makes it better or worse, but I thought that it was still you, so I thought you'd remember.
So you shook me so I would remember being shaken in a small cage by
I wasn't trying to take advantage of your situation because I thought you would come back eventually and we'd laugh about it, right, buddy? No? I'm okay. I'm sorry. It wasn't funny. I'm sorry. I'm I'm sorry.
Did you do it to feel powerful? Is it a power thing?
No, because I know, I think you could still beat me up right now. You
I
have fire
would
in your chest.
prefer if no one beat up anyone.
And you
Oh,
see
we're not
coming
gonna-
up from the hatch underneath with a little tea kettle and some, it looks to be like very sloppily made, or actually I wouldn't say sloppily, very large sushi, like almost like a hand roll that's been, there's rice.
Who is this?
My name is Monterey Gondoloria.
This is the nicest person you'll ever meet.
And he puts his tray on the counter. And you notice now, Valym, as you look around, that you're standing in front of a fishmonger's stall. There's a
Why does
beautiful,
this feel
shiny
familiar?
red sign that says Monterey Fishmonger.
Remember
Have we
the
met?
Well, I'm only acquainted with your other version, your mousy self.
He pours you
Oh.
like a cup of tea.
Valym?
Yes.
Remember the bounty?
Yes.
The bandits by the river?
Yes.
It's Solace Point. We got we fought the undead things, and we got the bounty to come down here to
Mhm.
help whoever was getting attacked by bandits.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.
That's where we are now.
Oh, neat. So we just have to fight bandits.
You have to find them first. But
Hmm.
before that, we have to go find medicine for Nim and Scorpio.
Yes, your two friends drank quite a bit of river water and now they're suffering from pond lung. And normally that type of scum or fungi doesn't grow in fresh water that runs like this, but Ajax had a theory that maybe those very rude bandit people had done something to the water here, making it very dangerous to drink, and your two friends are very ill.
Oh. Okay. That is a problem.
The medicine or the plant we need is in a nearby forest, but apparently it's not the safest.
Flimmelfrond.
Flimmelfront.
It's like a very large lily pad, and it grows on still water, and it has purple veins and a reddish coloring at the edges. And if you bring that, we can make a tea out of it, and it should bring down their symptoms. Right now, they seem to have a very awful fever. I'm trying to keep them as comfortable as I can.
Okay. Sure. Sure. Let's yeah. Plants and forests I can do. And killing. Killing is easy.
Oh, how are you with the water?
He's
Fine.
he's fine.
Fine. Water is fine. Water is simply
Wow.
just
We could have used you last night because I was attacked by very large crocodiles and I was almost killed, but your friends saved me, although my boats were destroyed. But Ajax bought all of my fish, and now I can probably afford the materials to buy new ones or make new ones.
We have a lot of fish now, William. And I show him all of the fish.
wow, that is a lot of fish. Okay, are you going
We
to
won't
like
go
dry it
hungry.
or something, or
I'll probably let Scorpio handle that once he's back on his feet, because he's the chef.
yeah, but he also just got a whole bunch of eel last time.
Do you know what to do with it? Because it's not my specialty.
Oh yeah, I'm great at cooking. It's just Scorpio seems to like doing it, so I never want to tell him no.
You could make a delicious ceviche. That's something I like to make.
Sounds delicious.
I think I have a lot of personal issues on trusting people who seem nice to me. Yeah, okay, sure. Let's what was the plant called? What was its name?
Fimmelfrond.
Fimmelfrond.
Mhm.
It has purple veins, it's a reddish color, and it's a lily pad.
Mhm.
How many do you think we need?
Well, you should get 4 to be safe.
And what are we expecting to meet over there?
Well, I think Valym's instincts are right to not trust the people willy-nilly because, well, that was my mistake. And you saw the state of my hut before you fixed everything, and there are just very unsavory types. There's the bandits, and, well, in these woods, a lot of people say that they're kind of, haunted.
Ah, okay, yeah, ghosts are fine.
Are they?
Yeah, sure. Ghosts are easy.
Yeah, totally. Easy.
Well,
Yep.
they say that back in the old day, there were a lot of witches out here before they moved south to the fens, to Wicker Fen, and there were burnings, and that the
Oh.
woods absorbed, the trees themselves absorbed the ire and power of these spirits, and they hate men. But I'm sure that you two will be very safe. I walk in there all the time, and for the most part, they often do not mess with me.
So, men are not welcome.
Well, men is what tied them up and burned them.
Yeah, I understand the spirits. That makes sense.
I mean,
Hey, Jax,
I
are we
would
cross-dressing?
try to reason with them about how they maybe shouldn't be so hasty to judge. But if I was burned alive by humans, I would think I might
Oh.
become.
Humans? Yeah, fuck humans.
Yeah, so they don't like human men. But, you know, Ajax, I think you might pass.
You see him come over and look carefully at Valym and be like,
I don't know about him so much. No offense, but you look a bit human.
None taken.
Maybe if we painted you green.
Isn't that worse? If it doesn't work?
Maybe they might become offended that you tried to fool them.
It's worth a shot. It's up to you, Valym. I don't want to pressure you, but it'd be cool.
Do you have any charcoal?
I think I have some left in my down below because left over from my fire.
Oh, that's what you meant by down below. Yeah, if I could have some charcoal, please, that'd be delightful.
My living quarters are underground, so they can't
Oh.
find me and throw rocks at me.
Okay. That's horrible. I'm so sorry. This is a character. He just. Yeah, wow. I am so sorry that has been your life. That's terrible. We're gonna. Hopefully, you don't get rocks thrown at you anymore.
Oh, that would be preferable.
How can people be so hateful?
People hate, but they ain't. And then whenever I get the charcoal, I'm gonna start like doing eyeliner and try to give myself more feminine features.
Okay. Give me a I guess this would be a sleight of hand check.
Hell yeah! Ooh, well, I'm not terrible at that. I thought I was. But...
Or deception. It's your choice. If you think it's more of a mechanical thing or more of a bearing. I guess like if you want it to be more the way you walk and carry yourself, it would be deception. If you want it to be like artistry using makeup, it would be sleight of hand,
then definitely deception.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do deception then.
Not 2024. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh God, what am I gonna do? This is gonna be a fucking terrible episode.
Yeah, you change. You apply a little bit of eyeliner, but mostly it's your demeanor that changes. You walk more gracefully. You have a bit more of a like I said, you change your body language, not like ooh, but you know. Yeah, you let your hair down maybe or pull it up. It's whatever you want. Apply a little bit of eyeliner. Maybe even blacken the tips of your finger a bit, almost like a henna, and you look like a lot more feminine half-elf druid.
All right, Ajax. I am ready to go if you are.
Yep. Valina?
You can just call me Valym, Ajax. It's still...
Valina? Valisa?
Sure, Valisa. That works.
Valisa?
Yes.
All right, take my arm, my maiden.
God, this is what the episode's gonna be all day. Take his arm. I mean, we got plenty of distance to go. For sure, we can start here.
You reach out your hand to take Ajax's, and when you do, you feel like a strange, almost like your lizard brain activates, almost like you feel a strange instinct, like that you're different now somehow. That you have knowledge that you didn't have before. You're not sure where you picked it up. Almost like you're subconscious. And your skin shifts for a moment and then shifts back as your hand meets Ajax's. And you hear from inside you Pilar's voice kind of rise up and say,
"Whoa, I didn't think we could do that before."
Do what exactly, Pilar?
Oh, I think we could if we focused on it.
I'm gonna focus.
Okay, I'll help.
And in your mind's eye, you envision a crocodile and feel like this is a form you could take if you so wished.
Let's go. Let's go. Screw drag, crocodile.
Yeah, as you sort of gain an improved wild shape.
Oh my God. I'm never going to be afraid of the water again.
Hey, buddy. Oh, that's Leo.
Leo thought you were talking to him.
No. Hello. Yes. No, I am great, Ajax. I felt something inside of me. I felt clarity in myself in this moment.
Oh.
Ajax, as you kind of almost like take this stance, this protective stance, and feel the need to like Oh, first of all, enjoy the benefits of a short rest. I think you need it.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as you sit there eating your big giant, basically sushi burrito, and getting ready to like protect this I guess gender bent Valym, drag queen Valym, you get the sense that you have more skill than you previously did. And I believe you get an improvement to one of your ability scores.
Oh.
Do you feel stronger? Do you feel tougher?
I feel stronger.
So go ahead and bump up your strength. When Gabe gets back, we'll roll some hit time.
Bet. Poor Gabe, that
I
dog.
think Gabe also gets a cantrip and a second level spell. I'll try to remember that. Gabe, in addition, you also get extra cantrip and a second level spell, I think.
Oh, so we are level 4?
Mm-hmm. You are
Let's
level
go.
4. I tried to do it
Let's go.
with flavor, but
No, that was beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
and also you did learn, or you did come in contact with giant crocodiles while you were in mouse form. So I know that your improvement score really only comes from creatures you encountered. Technically, you did encounter them. You were just a mouse, but your brain subconsciously held on to that information because crocodiles are really good form to have early on.
Oh my God, especially here.
Mm-hmm.
Screw swimming. I am the water. Now Valym is no longer afraid of the water. Unless I run out of wild shapes, then I'm going to hate it again.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll your hit die and let me know what you rolled.
Okay. So that's a
Ajax, this
D8.
is not the one to roll a 1 on.
I would ideally not like to do that. Wait, I forgot how much I roll for this.
Let me look. It should be on your character sheet.
It's 3d10. It says right here.
Well, that's
so your hit
that's
dice
how
a
many
D10.
you have. Yeah, this is just a D10.
Yeah. Just one time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Two. Yeah, because that. Oh my God. All right.
You're
Rolled a
scaring
6.
me. That's not bad. Now go ahead and add your Constitution modifier.
That is +3.
Mm-hmm. So you get 9 more hit points. So it's actually it's a good chunk.
That is dope.
And did you
God
jump?
bless.
Did you up your Dex modifier or your Strength modifier?
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool.
I got a 5 plus 2, so 7.
Okay, perfect.
I'll take it.
That's not bad at all. And Valym, do you feel stronger, more dexterous? Do you feel more intelligent, wiser? Do you feel like you've learned more about deceiving humans from Sunflower? Do you feel like maybe your charisma went up?
Actually,
Oh, you know what? Somebody in chat mentioned this, and I feel like sometimes I forget Balvin's a new player because he's so good at the game. Balvin,
Yes.
you can boost 1 skill by 2, or you can boost 2 by 1. And I should have offered you the second option as well. It's up to you.
I'll probably stay with my decision though.
Okay, so you upped strength.
Yeah.
What? Wasn't your strength at 18?
No, it was 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's how you got. Okay, so you're at a +4 modifier now. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I feel great.
Yeah.
okay.
Yes.
That'll help with Sorry, I was just testing something. That'll help with some stuff. I was making sure it was like factoring into his hit modifier. I think it is, because it's your proficiency bonus, your strength modifier, and then a +1 because you have a magic weapon, I think. So yeah. No, it updated. You're good. Are you really only at 12 hit points?
From yesterday, that's what I left off with.
So go ahead and spend your hit die for your short rest.
Oh, I did. I rolled a 1. But so yeah, I think I'm at 13 now.
Yeah, but you have 2 more if you want to spend all 3.
How does that reset? Like, how does it hit die?
Long rest.
What do you? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna roll again. I'm gonna use another one. So wait, I was at...
Actually, you know what, Jasmine? I think if you're fine with it, I feel like he tries to tap into whatever other presence is inside of himself, so that he's almost learning about the way that Scorpio is attached to this creature. He borrows power from it. Valym is probably like, I wonder if I can borrow power from this other side of myself. And I say that because I want to take the Eldritch Adept feat.
Yes, perfect.
And get beast speech, so I can cast speak with animals without using a spell slot.
Perfect. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, try to tie it into my druidic nature.
Awesome.
Now I don't have to keep that spell prepared.
Love it.
Whenever we need to talk to an animal, I can.
Yeah, love it.
Oh, Tootsie. Tootsie?
Oh, well, yeah. Well, I rolled a 1 plus the 3 that you get for on the, I guess for the whatever it says short rest right here. So I would go up 4.
Okay.
But I'm still gonna use another one because that's still nothing. Says 12 is...
Audience, just a little bit of housekeeping.
Housekeeping.
Especially because I know a lot of our viewers are always very interested in what your character sheets look like.
I rolled a 1 2 times.
At least you didn't on your permanent HP.
Yeah, the roll that matters.
Because I have done that.
That sucks.
Sometimes is the worst.
I'm lying to you. I changed my mind. Only because this is way funnier. And I know that Balvin doesn't know what it is, but I still want to do the feet thing, but because of what's happening, I want Mask of Many Faces.
Okay. Yeah. Where you can change your face at will.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Or is it, what is it?
This disguise self.
Disguise self, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that'll be interesting. And I think it's partially because like it's the influence of other people. Being Valym has gotten him in trouble, and he's happy being Valym. But if he can pretend to be other people, he can get them in trouble, and that's safer. And then it's not necessarily a lie. It's a lie, but it's not.
Valym's also, I think, getting better at or starting to learn the concept of code switching.
He is.
Yeah, especially from Sunflower, and knowing that like being different people around different groups is very beneficial.
He also definitely isn't planning to go talk to Nim's dad as Brandy.
So, are we good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your hit points at?
31.
I'm at 20.
What? Oh.
Yeah, I used 2 hit die, and I rolled 1 twice. So 4.
Okay,
12,
so
16,
that's
so.
not as bad. So you're at 20 of
Please
25, right? You're at 20 of, what's your total?
I had 25, but I rolled a 9. So
okay, so you're at 34. Okay.
Oh, that's actually not bad.
Yeah.
So as you finish your very large sushi rolls, kind of a bit clumsily made because they're made with giant paws, and your cups of tea. You're a lady now, Valym. You can't eat like that. And you finish your cups of tea. Monterey comes out to collect the teapot and the utensils and says,
I'll continue my experiments on the pond scam and try my best to take care of your friends while you're gone.
Thank you.
Be safe out
Thank you.
there.
We will.
All right. Goodbye.
He waddles back and goes down his hatch, shutting it after him.
Did he call you good boy?
No, he said goodbye.
I think he said good boy.
No, he said goodbye. I wouldn't care regardless.
Good boy.
Look, Valissa, Valym, whoever I'm talking to right now. Listen to me.
Mm-hmm.
There are bandits coming here,
Mm-hmm.
and they're charging him extra to live here.
Mm.
They are taxing on top of the already tax that he's paying, and on top of that, when we got here, half of his stall was destroyed, tools are broken. Nim thankfully was able to fix things, but he's just being bullied and harassed by locals for no other reason besides just being him.
Can we kill them?
That is the plan.
Oh, okay.
That is what I would like to do, at least.
That I can understand. That.
We got a name of the leader of these bandits with this group that I'm sure we'll probably wait for the others to go find, if they don't find us first. But his name was Razortooth. And apparently he wears a wolf on his head.
I don't like that.
I said it was cliche.
Mm.
You did. You did. You did.
And
you thought it was corny.
Does Ajax have my staff with him?
Yes, they actually brought all your stuff.
Okay, cool. I grab my staff, and I actually pull out like a little piece of mistletoe and wrap it around the base of it. And just softly, it's good to see you again. And then there's probably like a slight glow of pulsing energy around it. The cantrip I'm taking is Shillelagh, because I want to beat people with my snake stick. Wow, everything about this character just became a mess so fast.
Mm-hmm. And you pack up your things and head into the woods. The woods here are old. The trees almost thrum like they have voices of their own. Although it wasn't windy when you entered, here the boughs creak and almost like they're trying to communicate with you. Valym, roll a deception check.
Bet. 9.
They groan and give way. There's not much of a path. It's overgrown here. And you are in the very wee hours of the morning for when your party came here. I believe it was night, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Now it is the wee hours of the morning as you've enjoyed the benefits of a short rest and the rigors of combat from the night before. And the sunlight is filtering through these dried branches that reach out like fingers towards the sky. But the sunlight that weaves through them feels almost cold to your skin, as though by passing through as if by passing through these fingers, they are derived of their warmth and even of their sort of life-giving power. By the time the light hits the forest floor, it doesn't offer you any comfort. As you walk underneath the boughs of the trees, they become a twisting, mangled mess, like a maze of sorts. And the brambles and thicket here are so dry and difficult to pass. Finding your way through them is difficult. Give me survival checks to see if you can pick your way through this.
17.
13.
Ajax, you begin to lose your way. You almost feel like you're losing your bearing on where you've been and where you seek to go. But Valym shows you the path forward. Valym is able to pick out a path through some of the trees and lead you deeper into the heart of the woods. In the general direction where Monterey has told you, there is a small body of water, what used to be a hot spring, but has long since ran cold, where these fronds grow. You know he has been there in the past, but it has been a long time, and some of the markers he's told you of are no longer there, or they appear to be missing. Give me perception checks.
Horrifying.
19.
Perfect.
Okay, Ajax.
God bless.
16.
16. Perfect. So, Ajax sees it first. A hut that is overgrown. The roots of a tree have grown over it, collapsing half of it. The front door is impassable. But you do vaguely remember Monterey telling you about this hut and that it was just a ways from here to the pool of water, the old hot spring that where some of these fronds grow. Something gives you a bad feeling about this place. With a 19 on your perception check, the hair on the back of your neck raises up as you gaze on it. And for just a brief moment, you feel as though maybe you've seen eyes or the glint of something behind one of the collapsed windows.
Valym,
Yes, Ajax.
do you see that hut over there?
And I see it after he points it out.
You see the hut, but you don't see the eyes that he speaks of or anything strange about it.
I see the hut, yes.
Looks normal to you.
You don't see just a normal hut to you?
Yeah, I mean, as normal as you would say a hut at a swamp is. Yes.
That hut is looking at me.
Well, it's facing you. I don't think it's looking at you.
No, it's looking at me, Valym.
I mean, all wood is, I guess, looking. And
no, I see eyes. It's looking at me. I'm shaking.
Hey, it's okay. Like, I know there's a lot happening. You are sure that this hut is perceiving you through eyes?
Yes, and I am terrified.
Say something to it.
No, what? Why would I?
Well, that way it knows that you can see it looking at you if it's looking at you.
Yes.
Oh, you don't want it to know that you can see it looking at you.
I don't know if I want anything here to look at me right now, but why would a hut have eyes that you can't see but I can? Am I crazy?
No, you might just be possessed. Or cursed. Or chosen, maybe.
I don't want to be any of those things right now.
Yeah. No, they all are terrible in this place, but...
So should I say something too?
Yeah, absolutely. Do it.
You want us to die, don't you?
No. I'll just stab something. Or cheese.
Okay, I'm gonna say something to it. Okay?
Yeah, dude. Love this for you.
What you looking at?
Ajax, you see two yellow eyes blink again and then retreat into the darkness.
Didn't say anything back.
The eyes are gone.
Oh.
It looked at me.
Uh-huh.
I'm not crazy. It looked at me again and then it disappeared.
Well, now they know that you recognized them, so they might leave you alone.
Or they might kill me.
I mean, if they were going to kill you, they were going to do it no matter what, but now they know.
Maybe they're scared of you.
They should be.
Well, we're in the right place. This is where Monterey told me to go.
If you Do me a favor. I might be able to guide us in the right direction, but it's going to take a little bit of time to get the divination working the way I need it to. Can you just make sure nothing tries to stab me, eat me, bite me in the next 10 minutes or so? Can you try that, at least?
Yes.
That's all I can ask.
I will do my best.
And then I'm going to ritually cast, never use this in my life, locate animals or plants. Describe the name of a specific kind of beast or plant. The thimblefrond, purple veins, reddish color, and a lily pad.
Perfect.
And learn the direction and distance to the closest creature or plant of that kind within 5 miles, if any are present.
Perfect. You begin to cast this. What does it look like as you begin to set up your spell?
I feel like there's probably like a circle that appears around him. Some ethereal plants come up, and then he closes his eyes and just starts speaking. And it's almost like there are voices whispering around him, probably in like Sylvan, Elvish, a variety of language, whatever language, actually probably in Druidic, the language that nature is speaking back to him.
Yeah. You hear the forest around you crackle and come alive. And as you begin to ritually cast, you feel like something is different, but maybe not wrong. But while this is happening, Ajax, do you walk the perimeter and keep watch like Valym asked you to?
Yes.
Give me another perception check.
Oh boy. Nat 20.
Perfect.
Let's go. That's horrible for you, but let's go.
No.
Also, out of character, I'm not gonna say it. I'm pretty sure I know what's happening, and I hope you don't, Balvin, because it's funnier that way.
There's a hut looked at me.
Where are you? Like, where are you standing, roughly?
I'll say I'm roughly 15 feet from Valym.
Okay. Are you facing the house?
Yes. I have not left, my eyes have not left the hut.
You're staring at this hut
Yes.
intently. And with a 20, you perceive something in the bough of the tree above you.
Above me?
You immediately become aware of something swooping down on you. With a 20, you get the jump on it when it thinks it's getting the jump on you.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Valym, I'm going to get Belinda out. I'm going to get Belinda out, but I'm going to just jump back from where I'm standing.
Okay.
I'm going to look up, but I'm going to jump back from where I'm standing.
Give me a dexterity save with advantage since you got the 20 on perception.
Advantage rolls twice, right?
When you take the higher. Valym,
bless.
this
All
is
right.
almost happening at the peripheral of your vision as this circle is so loud with the voices of the forest. It's almost like fog has begun to like set in around you, and you can hear the voices of the trees.
You said a check, right?
Yes. Or,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah.
no, saving throw.
Saving throw? Okay. 14.
Just shy of what you needed. As you pull out Belinda, whirl around and move out of the spot, your blade, for the first time, this is weird because you're attuned to it, is snapped out of your hands. The creature you see before you is wizened and old and very crudely takes your sword and smacks it on the ground a few times.
Sorry. Okay.
Shoddy craftsmanship! Smack, smack against a rock.
Okay. Ajax, seeing this, absolutely goes ballistic, and it's Belinda. That's Belinda. It's disrespecting right now. So, oh no,
I love this.
oh dear
Not
God.
sarcastic.
Okay.
Yeah, live it. I'm here for it, bro. Ride or die. Say less.
Okay. All right. So yeah, Ajax is furious, full of rage. So I meant to mention this before, but I hadn't really used this in a long time, so it didn't really matter until now.
Mm-hmm.
With the attunement, with any other weapon I use, I
Mm-hmm.
roll it with a disadvantage.
Ah, okay.
So I have an axe that I barely use,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm going to use it now
Mm-hmm.
and attempt to I get it out and I just run and try to jump and slash at
Perfect.
whatever this thing is.
Go for it. Go ahead and roll.
I'm saying, ride or die.
You said 10?
Yes, a 10.
The small creature, you can't tell if it's a goblin or a kobold or a very shriveled up old halfling. Very easily using Belinda, glances away the blow from your axe and pushes it, almost like pushes it out of your hand and into the dirt, and then smacks it against the axe blade. Tong, tong. Bad craftsmanship. Bad
Shut
magic.
up. Put her down.
Ho ho, spicy. Spicy, spicy.
What?
Ho ho.
Give me her back.
No,
Yes.
no.
Please.
He's polite. You see now it's addressing the hut behind you.
Talking to me? Or you're talking to that?
You see her. You can tell now it's a her because of a very intricate sort of like French braid going back. There's like a million braids kind of feeding into the back, and there's bells. And at the bottom of the braid, there's like almost tassels that hang out. And you see it waddle over to the hut.
Hey, 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 hey. What? Hello?
What?
My sword?
Weak, bad. She smacks it on the side of the house. You see like a nick in the blade.
Please do not do that again.
Evil magic. Evil.
What do you mean?
Evil magic.
Evil magic?
The crone walks with like a bit of a hunch.
You're talking to wood and this is evil magic? That's my friend in there.
Some way to treat a friend. Evil.
Give her back to me.
You see now she pulls out another blade and then glances it across the side of Belinda. Sparks go flying and she goes, bad make. Bad craftsmanship. And then she flips it around. The hilt is okay though. Ugh, look at this here. Poor job whittling. Like some barbarian made it. Who
Are you
made
gonna fix it for me?
Who made this hilt? Who did this?
What's his name? I forget his name. Or it was a school that made the hilt, right?
I thought you did.
I made the hilt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you
Oh, no,
carved it from the wood.
I got the wood for it. I
Oh,
know I made
okay.
it. Because I know it was
Yeah,
at the
it was Cha Ironside then.
Shaw.
Mm-hmm. Cha, more like
What's,
chump. You see her start to carve at it.
She can do no wrong in my eyes
hey,
now.
stop! What are you doing?
Like little pieces of wood go flitting out.
Hey! That's what? Why? What is going on? Do you want to kill me, or are you taking my sword? Who are you?
Sahiba.
What was that,
Sahiba of the Sabers. Master
Sahiba?
swordsmith.
Master
This
swordsmith.
blade's garbage. She smacks it against a tree.
I love her.
You see like
Please.
a little small dent go into the side of the blade this time.
Please, okay, I know you might not like the sword, that's fine, but my friend's
You're not
soul is
supposed to
here.
be here.
You're
You're not supposed to be
I know.
here. This
Okay,
is a
can
bad
I-
place for you to be.
I know. Can I explain? I'm sorry for trying to attack you. My friends are sick and we're trying to get a flower to help them, and I just tried to defend myself because I didn't know what to expect. I saw eyes on a building, and I don't know. My friend's in that sword. I think, I don't know if it's really her or not, but I'm attached to it really, really bad, and I just hate to see her get hit like that. I don't even know if she can feel it, but I feel it.
Oh, I think I know the eyes you speak of. Dara, come on out. And you see from a hole in the side of the hut, out comes a massive water buffalo that has 4 eyes. And inside the eyes swirl the cosmos. Meanwhile, inside the circle,
What the
Are you
fuck?
done yet?
Valym, it's like the trees have faces now. There's a million eyes peering down on you as your summoning circle is complete. And all of a sudden you feel arcane backlash. Give me a Arcana check.
Oh, dip. Oh, dip. 22.
You're able to push it through with nothing but a headache. You don't take any damage here, and you're able to kind of push back as the trees move, and you almost see, like I said, like faces in pale pink mist begin to emerge, and the rest of the world falls away. There's a myriad of like voices and faces and people here, and from the vortex of souls, you hear a voice say, or rather the collective voices say, it tries to deceive. Deceitful.
Oh, no.
And you get the sense that your attempt to disguise your true self has not worked here.
Duped. Excellent. Wipe it away with pond scum. But not the eyes, because I know those came out. Those came out.
Perfect winged eyeliner. Yeah.
Oh my god, this is truly fantasy. Oh, and I don't even get a gauge of the plant itself, do I?
Well, the circle is still going. The spell is still going.
Yeah.
And you're kind of in the middle of this, like, almost like a storm.
Hey, Jax, they know I'm not a woman.
What?
Your voice, you don't hear it, Ajax. All you see is like Valym's, like, eyes white, standing there still in his own ritual circle, almost like completely unaware of your presence. It seems like he's trying to speak, but you don't hear anything.
I'm gonna die.
As you're saying this, you see Sahiba kind of look at you all funny and say, "What's so bad about dying? Better than your friend here." And then she says, "Tara, give him a good one." Give me a dex save.
Oh my god. 7.
The water buffalo's mouth opens. You realize almost right away that when she said, "give him a good one," she was referring to the sword and not you. But the flames that erupt from the mouth are so vicious that some of them spill over onto you as well, dealing you 10 points of fire damage.
Ow.
As the flames lick up the side of your kind of pant leg and scorch you, you notice now that the blade of Belinda is red hot, and you see this old cronish woman just hammering away at it with a fever.
Ow!
No one told you to stand in the way. No one told you to do that.
What are you
Clank,
doing?
clank, 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 clank,
What are
clank.
you...
Still dog shit. Clank, 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 clank.
I can't.
She's gonna be your whole life.
Are you fixing her?
I don't know if I can fix this pile of shit. Clank, 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 clank.
Could you be a little more respectful, please? That's my friend you're talking about.
Clank, clank. Are you sure about that? Her green eyes pierce into yours. They're like brown flecked with green, and they look like they've witnessed aeons as she peers into you.
I don't know.
Stupid.
I just...
Clank, 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 clank.
My leg!
She like looks over at it. She's like, well, who told you to stand there?
I didn't know there was going to be fire from the water buffalo. There's water in the name.
Well, yeah. Thara does both. She slaps Thara on the side, and a big glut of water comes whoosh, rushing out, and steam rises out of Belinda. And you see now the blade shines with a gleam that you haven't witnessed before. Light flitters on the edge of the sword.
What did you do?
Here, she throws it at you. When you catch it, it's strange. The hilt is smoother. It fits in the palm of your hand better. Like, it just needed a couple of inches shaved off in one space. In fact, she's also added like a small incision. Almost like a channel in the middle of it. And the edge of the blade has almost like a curve to it now, where it, when you kind of, if you give it a test swing, like it almost like it cuts through the air. It's smoother. It makes like a whoosh, whoosh sound.
What happened?
Well, it hurts my heart to see a crappy weapon in the hands of a crappy warrior. You're not supposed to be here, though. But your horrible weapons offend my eyes. She kicks the battle axe on the ground.
I'm not rich. I'm just a guy.
It's like if I came into your house and shit on your table while you were having dinner. Horrible blades, horrible.
You told me your name.
Look at this. And you see her critiquing the battle axe now.
Hey, I know it's not, I stole it from somebody, okay? It's not even mine. I just needed to defend myself. But you still don't, I know your name, but who are you?
Sahiba of the Sabers.
I
mean, surely legends of me are sung by people somewhere.
Influencer.
Yes, of course. The Sabers. I want to roll. I want to try to lie.
Yeah, roll deception.
Sounds like a Twitter person.
Oh my God, 7. Wait, is that? Yeah, 7. Yeah, the Sabers, of course.
Wow, people really have forgotten about me.
But I guess Valym was right. I am not good at this.
You're not good at a lot of things. Look at the way you treat your blades. Horrible. Do you ever clean this one? It's got your hand grime all over it. Ugh, sick.
I'm learning.
You gotta wash your blades the way you wash your body. They're an extension of a warrior's soul.
You're right.
She smacks you on the head with the blunt side of the axe.
Ouch. Yeah. Okay.
Don't talk back. Gabe knew what I was thinking.
You even said the D sound. You just brushed past it. I'm like, nah.
Meanwhile, Valym, you begin to feel your own ritual circle kind of begin to close in around you, like something is trying to push in and your magics are keeping it at bay with that 22. And you hear the voices call out almost like an agony from beyond the void and say, not supposed to be here. It treads where it should not.
Cursed ground. Hallowed ground.
Ground can be blessed. It belongs to no one and can be shared by everyone.
Then why were we shown no such mercy when we tread here?
Because you were taken advantage of.
And you return to do it again.
I am one who has lived by the advantage of others for years. I come here to help someone else.
To help.
To save.
What do thou seek? What can this cursed land hold to save?
A plant. Veins of purple and then a reddish tone, almost resembling a lily pad. It can be used to save. Anything can be used to save. Poison is used to make antidotes. Thorns are used to keep things alive. Anything can be safety.
Yeah. I really like this argument, so there's no need for a persuasion roll here.
Yeah!
You feel the encroachment on your circle begin to back off a little. You can hear the birds in the trees again, the crows cawing above you. You can almost become aware of the sunlight again, even though it still has that like cold feeling here.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, you see glimmering in the far distance the vague outline of a shape that you think might be the plant.
Take it and go. But be warned. There are dark magics near the pool. That which controls that which must be controlled. All paths intersect there.
Can I help you?
Our souls are damned. Only rest can help us.
How can I give you rest?
Leave us in peace. Cut not our trees. Tread not upon our soil. Hunt not upon our game.
It is done.
And the voices reside, the faces reside, and the bony tree-like appendages which were reaching down upon you suddenly kind of go back to a more natural stance. And now you see Tonk, a little old Keebler elf-esque creature, smacking Ajax on the head with the broadside of an axe.
Ajax, what is happening?
I don't know. Welcome back. Help, please.
And I'll slowly stand up and start to walk my way over there. And in Druidic, I'm going to say, can you understand me?
You don't hear a response.
Okay. In Sylvan, I say, can you understand me?
What is he going on about?
Oh.
I have no idea what he's saying.
And then in Common, I say, who are you exactly?
Sahib of the Sabers. How does no one know who I am?
Can I make a history check on the Sabers?
Yeah, sure.
That's a 12.
You've heard vaguely. Give me a religion check.
Okay. 9.
Yeah, you're not sure you have a clue. You feel like you've maybe heard the name somewhere, maybe in a folk tale, but not anything. You don't know much past that.
It sounds like a folktale name, but I don't know it.
Use your manners, Valym.
Who are the Sabers, and why are you here?
Saber's a sword!
Oh, you're Seba of the Swords.
Well, sabers are my specialty.
Oh.
That's my thing.
Why are you here in a place that is cursed land?
It's not cursed.
No one... it's not what the plants say.
Well, I've lived here for a long time.
And then I point in the direction of the plant. What is over there exactly? Do you know?
Honestly, bad shit. Not anything I can't handle, but, you two buffoons might die over there. You see her, grab one of the water buffalo. And Valym, you see the water buffalo now, too. It's a beautiful creature with a big wet nose and, 4 eyes with, beautiful, thick, bovine eyelashes. And underneath its eyes, you see a swirl of, stars, like the cosmos, the galaxies themselves.
That seems not natural, right?
Yeah, it's not anything you've seen before. She grabs onto the horn and lifts herself up and kind of sits cross-legged in between the 2 horns. And you realize this is maybe her mount.
Valym?
Yeah.
Is that thing a god?
Thing?
That?
She reaches almost into her... You don't even know where she pulls it from. It's almost like it materializes from thin air. And she tosses it at you. You take 3 bludgeoning damage as a spectral hammer made of stars hits you square in the forehead.
Ouch!
Thing!
Sorry if that was disrespectful.
Very disrespectful. Kids these days, my God, they get worse every year.
I am no child.
Yo, you're a child in my book.
Great Sahiba of the Sabers.
Yes.
Would you help us to retrieve something of dire importance? If you are as great as you say, and we are simply bumbling idiots, we wouldn't succeed without your help.
No, I suppose you won't. I guess I'm going to have to babysit you.
It's
been a while since I've had to babysit, not gonna lie.
And you said she's a halfling, right?
You can't tell. She's small and wrinkly. And she has big, hazel eyes, brown striated with green. And they take up, most of her face. They just seem very large. Her hair is French braided back and ends in multicolored tassels. Her garb is, beaten leather. But underneath, you perceive silk that may be grand in nature, but is kind of just, you barely see it at the edges as it's underneath this, sort of leather chest plate and pants.
I'm gonna get up and holding head and limping because Ajax is really.
Oh
really
no,
bad
this
right
one's
now.
probably gonna die. Why would you stand in front of the fire like that? Kids these days.
I got burned, dude. It's bad. I'm gonna walk up to Seba, reach my hand out, say, "Okay, I'm Ajax. Sorry, got off on the wrong foot. Didn't mean to invade your area. This is Valym, my friend, and as I mentioned earlier, we're here to get medicine or a plant to help our friends who are really sick right now."
Tell me, Valym, do you think Ajax is fiery or cool-headed in demeanor?
Actually, very cool-headed. He's cool-headed in situations of danger, which may be why he acts a bit bold and brash in moments of not. There has to be a balance. I think that's his.
I see. Once again, she snaps the sword out of your hands with the deftness that alarms you as you shake her hand. And then she says, "Stand back."
Back up.
And she moves to the side and swallows it up to the hilt. It's almost strange to behold. You don't know exactly where it's going. It's like it disappears. And when she pulls it out, it glimmers faintly blue at the edges. And then she throws it at you very rudely.
What now? What did you do this time?
Don't fall in love the first time you meet someone, Ajax.
I've already done that once.
Just as you ask, like, what have you done this time? As your attuned blade, like, rests in your hand, you get the sense that this now deals additional frost damage.
That's cold.
What?
This blade now deals 1d6 additional frost damage.
Write that down. Wow, okay.
Yeah. And on a failed constitution save, reduces the target's movement speed by 10 feet.
Wow.
That's cool. Does he know what the Constitution save value is?
You know what? I homebrewed this sword since Belinda's kind of special. We'll say it's a DC 12.
Okay. Let me write that down for my own sake.
Mm-hmm. You feel the coolness of the blade in your hand. You're
What?
gonna need it. I saw the edge of that blade. You don't know how to use it. Probably gonna mess it all up again. Probably gonna ruin it again. All nicked up and down. What are you doing, cutting grass with it?
No, I'm
Why
not.
are you so rude?
Look at the way he treats his blade. The way
Teach
you
him the
treat
right way
your
to do
blade.
it then, instead of criticizing it. If he doesn't know any better, that's like telling someone who only learned one way to do something they're doing it wrong. You never gave them a chance to learn.
Back in my day, you learned how to take care of your blades yourself. Nobody ever taught me. Nobody ever taught old Sayaba how to take care of a blade.
Then be better than them.
But
You are better than them, right?
why would I? But if I had to struggle, everybody else has to. And you see her like kind of stomp up and down on this water buffalo. The water buffalo seems completely unfazed, almost like she's feather light.
Would you not want a legacy?
Oh, this almost like causes her to pause because she's kind of coming to the realization that she doesn't have one. Well, I thought I did have a legacy, and then I found out I don't have a legacy. So what was all the work for then? What's your name anyhow?
It's Valym.
Valym? I thought I did have a legacy. What was the point of all that work? And this guy, he just gets to come by and do it all for free?
Well, now because of you, he'll know how to do it the right way. And that, if we save our friends, is the legacy of Sahiba of the Sabers.
Thanks, Dad.
I fucking hate you.
She since you're standing close to the buffalo, she looks deep in your eyes. Almost as though she's appraising your value. It's a fighter, isn't it? Oh, I can tell. Look at the stance.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
look at the knees all locked
I-
up. You got to soften those. You can't lock your knees like that.
Correct. Let's and like I lean very closely and let's be honest, Sahiba. Who else could help someone learn how to deal with a cursed blade and then properly take care of it? Have you seen how clunky that sword looks?
It's horrible. Horrible blade.
Exactly.
Horrible make.
And the worst thing is, no one said anything but you.
Right. It's like there's no standards anymore. Things have slipped. Maybe I've been in these woods too long. Oh, you're right. I should start my adventuring again. Come, Thara. And you see her go back into the house, and you hear her clattering as she begins to gather her things. We've grown comfortable in our retirement. We must reforge our legacy.
Where does Nim's mom? What city does Nim's mom live in?
Solace Point.
Solace Point. I'll mention Solace Point is a place where so few seem to know blade working.
That's because
Which would
those
make you-
people suck.
So what you're saying is maybe Solace Point becomes Saber Point instead.
Too much bureaucracy there.
What about Wind Hollow? I heard it's very sharp there.
Oh, Wind Hollow, yeah. That's where the beasts roam. Not so bad out there, I suppose. A lot of other people I know went to Wicker Fen, but that place is a dump. Oh, not a lot of places to forge a legend around here anymore.
Actually, do you want to place around other people?
Well, yeah, how else is my legend gonna grow?
What if you served a royal family?
Ah, serve? No! You should serve me! And she points at Ajax. You know what? Now that I think about it, when she comes out of the house, because you've heard her voice kind of echoing through this like cracked window, you see now that she's walking out with a pack that's like twice the size of her body, laden high with all types of like metal coming out of it and tools, almost blacksmithing tools, pots, pans, everything you could imagine, kind of tied in a rug, like a cylindrical type shape. And she kind of comes out and like climbs back onto the back of the water buffalo. And she's like, "You're right. Maybe I'm too old for this. Maybe you serve me."
I thought you hated me.
And then when you were famous, you say sponsored, #sponsored by Sahiba. See, that's my logo. And you notice
That makes
now
sense.
that there is a hashtag on the hilt of your sword. It's my signature.
I am a walking advertisement.
Well, yeah, but then you gotta be better. Look at this. Look at your turnout. That's such horrible turnout.
What? Then help me. Show me.
You see her like kind of walk around you after putting her pack on the buffalo's back. She's like, she grabs a foot in one hand and then pulls it up. Can you do that?
I could try.
Give me an acrobatics check.
3.
Your foot doesn't even get a few inches off the ground.
I want to do it too.
Jeez. Yeah, go for it. Give me an acrobatics check.
Let's see if I can do it better than him. Dirty 20.
Yeah, you're able to get it pretty high up there. You know,
It's no Ajax. It's like this. Like,
your leg hold isn't bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just
Goddamn
kind of like,
show
you're,
off.
you're
She
too
asked
tight.
me.
You're too tight. Your hips are too tight. See all this? It's too tight. And she like kind of pokes with her gnarled
Okay.
little fingers and your hip flexors and your hamstrings.
Yep, I got it.
All of this is too tight.
I'm very new to this.
where can we find you then, Sahiba? Or is there a way we can get in touch with you, by chance? To come find you.
I suppose. Here you go. And she hands you like a leaf that's kind of a dried leaf that's kind of like a business card. It has her logo on it and a sort of facsimile of her face winking. She says, she hands you 3. She's like, "Bird one of these. I'll know to come find you. But before I take you on as my legend bearer, I have a trial for you."
And she's talking to Ajax, right?
Yeah.
A trial. What does this trial contain? Is the trial right now?
Yes.
Is there a chance I might die?
No, No. But she also reaches into her bag and hands you an elixir and says, here, take this for your bird so that we're on equal playing ground. I don't think you should eat it. Back in my day, people didn't just go around handing out potions and poultices.
We're not
You had to go into the
anymore.
woods. You had to make it yourself. You had to get the mortar. You had to get the pestle. You had to go out in the woods. You had to find the herbs. You had to bring them back. You had to grind them up. You had to age them. You had to spread them on the wound. You had to keep that shit clean. You had to do it all yourself. I did it myself once. When I was hunting in the northern reaches, I broke my leg.
Just because you had to do it does not mean that you cannot help those ahead of you to make it easier.
But my life was hard.
My life was hard too. But I'm not going around telling people to do the same things that I did because I had to struggle. Valym had a hard life as well. He's not going around trying to push his struggle on others. You don't have to do that. You, despite everything that you've hit me, all these things, you've also helped me in a tremendous way. I mean, look at Belinda. I don't know the difference between a good sword or a bad sword. This is just a sword to me that I was placed upon. But in this short amount of time, you've already helped me in so many ways.
But won't that make you weak if I keep helping you? That's what my master told me, was that if he helped me, that I would be weak.
Were you happy about that?
No, I was miserable. Why do you think I'm such a curmudgeon now?
So then you understand how you would just make someone else miserable, right? There's a reason. What? Does anyone remember your master's name either?
Well, no, he was a bit of an asshole.
Then be better than your master.
You know what? You're right. I'm already better than him. So I guess I could let this piece of wisdom go as well.
Look, you can show someone the value of something without making them feel like their life depends on it. You don't have to put someone through hell to show them that they should appreciate something.
Roll persuasion with advantage.
No, this is not good, but let's pray.
You just have to beat an 11.
Imagine rolling a 10. That's the higher roll.
Mm-hmm. But then how else do you show up the value?
I give her 2 gold pieces.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Make him a blade. Something grand. Something worth your legacy. And consider the fact that you don't have one. And this stranger that you met, that you had injured and I think burned, was still willing to take that up.
He stood in front of Thara. That was not my fault.
But if he doesn't know what's going to happen and you don't tell him...
But Thara's famous. Everyone knows Thara.
No one knows Thara or you right now, but we would like to.
As you say this, you notice she kind of has like a little bit of like a midlife crisis, except she's 90% of the way through her life. You see her like kind of gaze off in the distance and like then look at the floor and be like, how does no one know Thara? They don't know.
No one knows the half-god-blooded elven boy either that can channel a staff into a snake. But I'm not the one worried about that.
Somebody's boastful.
Am I? I got it from listening to you. Oh. You named yourself the Saber 4 times in this conversation.
People called me the Saber is the thing. You know, that's what I was known as.
Look.
Then what will people call you next, if not selfish?
What?
If you're not going to be selfish and you want a legacy, what is your legacy going to be? God, our legacy was coming here to save our friends, and we spent part of the time talking to you. Nature
Hey.
even said that they hated people here. The trees said this was cursed land.
That's because it is.
Then why did you live here?
I was here before it was cursed. You whippersnapper.
But you weren't here before the trees, and you didn't save them.
Doesn't mean I didn't try. I did everything I could. I didn't have my skills back then.
But now you have us. So you know what, Ajax?
Yes.
I'm curious if this legacy that she's talked about is all that. Like, I mean, maybe she could help us get what we need, but I really have some doubts.
I mean, she did create me a great sword.
Yeah, but that's
You doubt
practical.
my legacy?
It's not an execution. Well, hey, maybe you're just good at making swords and not using them to stop curses. I don't know. Can your sabers save lives?
She like stomps up to you angrily. She beckons at you, Ajax, with like a grandma beckon. She beckons at you, Valym. And then she takes your heads between her hands.
Mm.
And you feel like she's like an anvil forming above your heads, almost like a spectral anvil.
Mm-hmm.
The crushing weight of it crushes down into your minds, and you realize she's like conjuring a memory.
Huh. Horrifying.
And as she does, you see this forest as it was years ago, full of life, full of people. There are ribbons hanging from the trees, song, dance, craftsmen. You see warriors, women. And time passes almost in the flash of an instant. You see arguing. You see Sahiba, a lot younger, arming these women. You see men march into the forest, start to set things ablaze. You see them make war upon each other for 3 long, bloody, gruesome weeks. At the end of it, you see people bundle up their belongings and leave. And you see Sahiba left in her destroyed hut with the ashes of the burning dead around her. Her grand forge brought low. The anvil dissipates. You weren't there. You don't know.
Wow.
Well, we're here now.
I was there. I saw it. All of it.
I'm gonna grab Belinda by the blade and show her the hilt. So this is cursed magic, right?
Well, yeah.
So you're aware of what I'm dealing with this sword?
Well, yeah, the curse is driving her mad. Have you been experiencing violent delusions?
Yes.
Has your friend been experiencing violent delusions?
At my hand.
That's because there's a curse of madness upon the blade.
I
The curse
understand.
isn't that she's in there. The curse is that the madness is in there. And eventually, you'll just go mad, and so will she.
Do you know what I should do?
Well, I don't know. How would I know that? I don't know everything.
You seem to know a lot, so I just assume.
Well,
you knew
yeah,
the next
I'm
thing.
pretty old. I've been here for a minute. Ever since I plucked Thara here from the skies. And she, like, puts her
Well-
head on the water buffalo's snout. The water buffalo's long tongue comes up and licks the side of her cheek affectionately.
Well, if it's your legacy that you're worried about,
I should have a legacy. But we all know history goes to the victors. You all should know that better than most if you've struggled like I have. Only people care about the winners. They never care about the fighters.
Here's the difference. My friend in here is gone, and she's gone for good. And only I can carry her legacy at this point because she can't speak for herself. She can only speak through me. Only I and my friends know what happened. But she's gone now, and she doesn't have the chance to carry on a legacy anymore because her life is over. But you are still here. You may have lost the war, you may have lost your friends, and you may have lost what you had, but you haven't lost yourself. And while you still have the chance to live and to spread your word and spread the word of your people and what happened, you should take advantage of that.
Ooh. I pull out, I put my staff on my back and I pull out my short sword. I look at Ajax and I put my short sword into the ground and then I kneel and I kind of like look at him and then look down, trying to get him to do the same.
Okay. Put Belinda in the dirt.
Sahiba of the Sabers. There is so much that we have not seen that you have. We are bold and naive and aware of it. So will you take these 2 flecks of iron and turn them into blades?
I accept.
And then I'll stand with Ajax.
You've made a lot of good points today, and I've realized maybe I have become as inflexible as my blades. You're young, really foolish, not very talented. But you know, neither was I.
Yep.
It's an honor to meet someone as legendary as you. I mean, if I had heard the tales, I probably wouldn't believe it.
Ah, well, yeah. You know, Sahiba, god of blades, violence, vengeance, with her water buffalo, Thara, plucked from the skies themselves. It's kind of hard to believe.
It is, but you carry something that a lot of people can't and don't have the opportunity to ever do. You have a story and the voice to share it. And I think the world deserves to hear it.
Yes. Yes. The only thing that keeps the violence of others at bay is the edge of a blade. That is my first lesson to you. My second lesson is that if you want to fix that blade, Ajax, you know as well as I do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
You gotta kill the bastard that betrayed you. No more pussyfooting around. You know that's what caused all this, and you've been trying to run from it your whole life. But that betrayal, it's soaked into your bones. And until you set it right, well, you'll just be old, bitter, and twisted like me. So you gotta kill the bastard, or get your vengeance from him any way you can, because that's the only way. Otherwise, you know, you'll probably end up like me. Which is pretty good, all things considered, you know?
Yeah, true.
329 and still learning every day. You see her, like, bend back, and her back cracks, like, about 70 times. It's a sickening sound.
You're 300?
And 29.
And
Okay, that is impressive.
I don't even think I'll live that long.
Lesson number 3, horse stance. That's your trial.
Horse stance?
Horse stance.
Dance or stance?
Horse stance. And you see her, like, pull out a stick and move your feet apart. And get into a low squat.
I turn into a horse and hold my sword.
Cheeky, but I'll allow it.
What the hell is your problem?
Lower, lower. Your ass has only got to be a couple of fists from the ground.
I'm going.
And then she takes a she forms, I should say, plucks from the sky a giant spectral anvil and places it upon your back, increasing the weight on your legs. Stay there for, I don't know, till I count till 100.
Okay.
Halfway through, I switched back to Valym. Thinking that the joke was not worth it.
Yeah.
Gabe thought it was worth it. Valym regrets it. It was way easier to deal with that as a horse.
She pulls your short sword out of the ground.
Yep.
She's like, oh, this is all bad. You two, how about horse stats?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Both of you make strength saving throws.
Oh.
What was the elixir supposed to do? By the way?
It healed you for 3d6.
Okay, let me do that right now.
Oh, thank God.
Wait. No. Okay, d6. Let's do 3.
That's an 18
Okay.
with a +0.
Let me strength saving. So it's 14 healing.
Oh my God.
And then strength saving throw. This can't be bad. Okay, yeah, 19.
Oh, hey.
You are sweating. Your quads feel like they're on fire. Your hips feel like they're on fire. Your core feels like it's on fire. But you manage to brace. And then she also meanders, that's what she's counting. She kind of like gets sidetracked while working on your short sword a little bit. And at this point, Valym, you see it too. While she's counting, fire and water both erupt from Thara's mouth when the buffalo's mouth opens.
What the hell is
Brace your
that?
core. Keep your back straight. Clank.
That fire hit me.
That might be a god.
And
It
then
has to be a god.
the anvil disappears after some time. It's definitely longer than 100 seconds. She definitely lost count a couple times. As you notice in a couple ways, she goes 47, and then 48. Oh, where was that? 35. 36.
She was at 48.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Do we correct her?
No.
Legs
Right.
quivering. You are finally released of your horse stance.
Oh, bless Rena.
Oh my God. Wait, what did you say?
Huh? Let me.
Okay, cool. Let that one go.
She tosses you your short sword back, Valym. You feel that it's lighter now. It cuts through the air better now. And you realize if you throw it, you think it could return to your hand.
Oh my God, I love you. I almost took that goddamn pebble cantrip. Oh, this is better. This is so much better. So much cooler.
Yeah, you feel like it could return to your hand, almost through a spectral thread. It does require attunement, but it is a +1.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Okay,
+1
what else?
short sword to damage and to hit. And on a not even on a bonus action, but it can return to you when you call it.
Nim, Scorpio, I love y'all, but sorry, y'all. Lesser Restoration. Fun fact, I considered Lesser Restoration at the very beginning, and kid you not, my thought was like, Valym would want to go on the adventure.
All right. So I guess now it's your job to spread my legend.
Of course.
Lady Sahiba. There you go.
Lady Sahiba.
I
Lady
guess
Sahiba.
I should fashion some type of membership card. What are the kids into these days? Do they still like badgers? Do they?
I mean, a badger would
They
be
still like?
recognizable.
Do they still like buffaloes?
What about a dragon?
Oh, a dragon. I don't know. It seems kind of cliche.
But still cool.
What about a basilisk?
Oh, that's pretty edgy, but I like it.
Still basilisk.
Okay.
BASI. Lisk?
I can't spell it. I just wanted to see if you knew.
Oh. But if you can't spell it, you wouldn't have known if I lied.
I wouldn't have lied either.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, sure.
She, once again, with her gnarled old hand, touches you on the shoulder, and you feel the burning mark of the basilisk.
What the fuck?
As it forms on your arm.
Both of us, I imagine.
Yeah.
We've been branded.
I'm glad we picked the basilisk.
Not the water buffalo?
Yeah.
Or badger.
Or badgers. Oh, wow, that's mildly concerning. We might have just joined a cult. Cool.
She cracks her back again. Well, I suppose I should get to work restoring my legend. You should too. Oh, I haven't had apprentices in a minute. Oh, it's getting too old for this.
Did you put them in the same places on arms?
I feel like they would be mirrored.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
Ooh.
gonna put my arm to Valym.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which arm is yours on?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
I guess my right arm. Yeah.
No, his will be on his left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's actually pretty damn cool.
what? You think we do it like this?
It moves, by the
Probably.
way.
What? What?
Yeah.
Is it moving?
What? Ajax,
I'm not
I did not expect all of this. Why does weird stuff happen when we're together?
I don't know.
You
Okay,
see a
cool.
spectral hammer forming in her hand. What are you calling weird stuff?
No.
Wonderful things. Wrong W.
Wildly
I'm so
cool.
sorry. Bewildering almost.
Best day of my life.
Honestly, this is amazing.
We're like brothers now.
We are. Huh. I can kind of like do an arm clasp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could I get it on that? What do they call
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
What do you
Come
do?
on.
I just put my arm here.
Put your hand on top of ours because
Okay.
you are the foundation to
Okay,
us.
so I just do that.
Oh,
Yeah,
yep.
Yeah.
And that's what they do
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. What
Our teacher.
If
oh.
when you have
So kids aren't into badgers these days.
no, but you
No.
can badger them.
Okay. Oh. So. What about stick wheel? Are the kids still into stick wheel?
No.
Nah.
Oh.
But
I was gonna give you one to entertain you.
yes, please.
She conjures a stick and a wheel.
Are you a god?
You know, I don't really like the G word.
You're a goddamn genius.
I like that more. You know, people
Ajax,
get weird around gods.
Oh.
They're probably gonna worship me, right? You're gonna kill a bunch of goats or something. I don't know who
No.
told you I want that. I don't want goat blood. What am I gonna do with a goat head? You
I,
know? I don't know.
no,
I'm not into all
I
that.
actually
I hate it.
No. I actually have a very weird relationship with gods. I don't know if I really believe in them. So that's why
Yeah.
I'm just
And I found out I'm half god, so
then I found out he has fire in his chest. So
yeah. It's all very complicated.
I'm learning a lot.
You're not half a god. She looks at him. You're half celestial. There's a difference.
Oh.
What?
I just
Godhood is
that?
something you have to have. Like, you gotta steal it. It's like winning an election. Everybody's a person, but like the mayor, that's a different thing.
Oh.
Gosh, you guys
What?
really don't know anything. What are they
No,
teaching you in schools these days? What are you
Nothing.
learning there?
Nobody teaches anything anymore.
Next,
It's
you're gonna tell me they
terrible.
don't teach you how to do your taxes.
What are taxes?
Oh my God, this is horrible. Gosh, the state of the schools of this world. Ugh.
I don't even. Ajax, did you go to school?
Barely.
Oh.
What the?
You couldn't tell?
I guess by the spelling, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not proficient in that.
No.
Well, what are they teaching the kids these days? Are there any new dances? Are the kids still doing the bumpty bump?
It sounds like sex.
The hoopty hoo?
Ooh, that one sounds fun.
The doozy locks?
That's... Now I'm interested.
The ruffle bum?
Are you sure these are dances?
Of course they're dances.
Ruffle bum?
Are they
Yeah,
horizontal
the ruffle
dances?
bum.
Don't know about that one.
What?
Can
You see her
can you
start to
show us
like
some?
shimmer. Get the groove. You know you want some. Then you do a little ruffle bum. And you see her hips start to gyrate a little bit. As she like pops and locks it. No one's doing the ruffle bum anymore?
I don't.
I'm out of the loop. How long have I been in these woods, Thara? She smacks her buffalo on the sign. The buffalo lets out a long...
Valym,
Yes.
what if... I mean, people still dance. They just do different dances now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then I'm going to bump Valym. And then I imagine Valym and Ajax start doing TikTok dances.
Yeah. Really?
They're going,
What the hell is that?
Probably dances that Leander taught. Right.
What the hell is that?
I think he called it the crypt walk or something. I don't know.
The crypt
Grave-
walk? That's...
The gravekeeper.
You do this? This...
Yeah.
yeah.
So they whip and then I neigh. I do it's like a horse sound. Like you whip the horse and then the horse
Why
neighs.
are you whipping a
and
horse?
neighs. It doesn't make much
Why
sense.
are you ruffling the bum?
Yeah. Well, I know why.
Hey,
He
buddy,
gets it.
it's a dance.
Mhm.
There's another one. It's like you almost fall over, so you're like, whoa, you know, you just, whoa. You kind of like, come on, Valym, come on, whoa,
Whoa.
whoa. No,
I hate it.
you got to get out more.
I do.
Kids,
No,
kids call it very bussin', to be honest.
That's not a word.
Oh,
Are
I
Are you
wish
trying
you
to
were
say
right.
bustlin'?
No,
Like it's
Bussin'.
bustlin'.
No,
no.
That's-
nah.
bussin'.
What? Oh.
We're gonna take you to a tavern.
This is why the world needs more of you in it.
To teach the kids sense. And she gets up on her buffalo and sits cross-legged between its horns again.
Yeah.
All right, well.
What would you like us to call you, by the way? Do you want mentor? Sahiba?
I guess Sahiba's fine. No.
Okay.
Yeah. Lady Sahiba, maybe. That's what I was doing at one point.
Lady Sahiba.
Just not that old crone or hag. You know, that type of stuff gets a little old.
Never.
That's
Or a
wonderful.
thing. She looks at Ajax pointedly.
I wasn't referring to you. I was referring to the buffalo.
That's Thara.
Thara, I understand now. I was a bit scared whenever I was scorched.
That's what she does.
I see that. Is she a god?
She's a water buffalo, my dude.
Water buffaloes don't breathe fire.
No, I think they do. Yeah.
Valym, if I'm crazy, I will apologize.
I mean, maybe from where she's from, they do breathe fire.
They do. I
which
think they do.
there's lots of questions, but Ajax, to be honest, it's never going to make sense to us.
I think
You're-
they
you're
do.
Well, I can't disprove that. Anyways, the flower. You said there was bad things over there by the water.
Yes. And slaying it will be your first quest. After that impressive horse stats, I think you're up to it. At first, I thought you were going to go there and just get your asses handed to you. But I have faith in you now.
Well,
You're
do you
young,
know what it is?
and you're naive, and you're not very smart. But you've got gusto. And you're hip.
Thank
And you have new ideas. And innovation is the soul of, I don't know, something.
See, you can be nice.
You were so close. You were so close.
What?
Let's go prove to
How about-
She's being nice.
Let's go prove to Our Lady.
I've
that
always
she
been
was-
nice.
Yes, she was just cautious
Okay.
from a
Sure.
horrid past that we have seen.
You just don't like women that stand up for themselves, Ajax. That Rena,
why does-
you know,
why does
she's not gonna
everybody-
like
no.
that. That Rena's
Why
not gonna
does-
like that.
What? You heard me?
Oh yeah,
Also, Rena definitely stands up for herself.
exactly. So you better just get that mouth of yours in check.
It has nothing to do with you. Hit me 3 times.
Because you
And
were
then she
mouthed
gave
off.
you a sword and a sick-ass tattoo.
I'm not upset. She just called me an idiot and a lot of other things, and I'm.
Well, because you are. Who told you to come here and do all this? You should have showed some respect right out of the gate.
I don't know who you are.
You know, I get annoyed when men show up putting their face in women's business. It's annoying. Always
I just
coming
came for a
through
flower. I just
being
came
like,
to get a flower.
I'm going to look at
I-
just peer inside your house and
I didn't peer inside of your house.
saw you. You were staring at it.
Your house looked at me.
My house didn't look at you.
It was
My
it wasn't-
buffalo looked at you. That's what buffaloes do.
I could not
They
tell it was a
buffaloes
buffalo.
stare at people and they breathe fire. Everybody knows this.
I didn't see the buffalo. I saw eyes inside of the hut.
Oh, well.
That's why. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
So, our first quest.
Well, go get your pond lilies or whatever they're growing out there.
Yeah.
Deal.
And with that, we'll take our first break.
So much happened. My notes are a damn mess. Although I do have notes about the dances, I started writing Basilisk on shoulder, maybe branded. It moves.
Tanya,
Gabe
thank you
sticking
for
real
the
toy.
raid.
Yep.
Thank you so much, Tanya.
Oh my God.
How
so
are
much
we
is happening.
feeling? Good?
Yo, this
This
is,
is great. This is
this is
amazing.
hilarious.
This is crazy.
This is the kind of stuff that like either when we see Scorpio and them we tell them everything or we tell them nothing.
Yeah. We're gonna have to explain some of the armor.
Oh!
We're gonna have to.
Wait. You've now gotten tattoos with Nim and you've now got a tattoo with Valym. So you have to get a tattoo with Scorpio.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yep. You're absolutely right.
Also, I'm sorry that I kind of like made you an influencer for the hag god lady.
Don't call her a hag. She said don't call her that.
Gabe said that. Not Valym. Valym know better. Valym know better.
No, I love her. This is
Yeah.
all. This is great. This is.
Gabe was like, Jasmine, you're not getting rid of her. I'm invested. That's why I was like, I swear allegiance to you.
I'm like, man, these players swear allegiance to like every.
Yeah. Yeah.
We
Well,
are very trusting people.
at first it was just because I was trying to get something. But then I'm like, wait a second. She's doing some weird stuff. And as soon as you said, I don't like the G word, Gabe's like, oh, no. Oh, what do you mean I don't like the G word? It's been said to you before? The tattoo moves? Valym's like, oh, I fucked up.
I like that. Swear fealty to deity Mima.
Deity Mima.
Oh yeah, Tanya. Yeah. We're good. We'll be back in 6 minutes after this break. We hope to see you on the other side. And when we get back, we'll be getting into some combat. Goodbye, friends. We'll BRB. Oh, wait. Now you guys are back. Sorry. You were still muted. Hi. Hello. Welcome back.
That's good. They didn't deserve to hear us yet. That's all it was.
Fair. Yeah, we've still got a little bit left in the episode. We started a little late today, and there wasn't a good stopping point when we met.
Kept going. I'm so sorry.
We met Sahiba, so we had to break a little bit later than we usually do, but that's okay. Yeah, she is sitting kind of on her buffalo, and she motions towards the part of the woods that were glimmering for you, Valym. You have a straight line to it. And she says, well, you know where to go.
All right, guys, let's go.
Before you leave.
Yes.
She was a dear friend of mine.
Who?
A warrior. Very brave.
She have a name?
Oh, yes. Lycia, I think it was.
Lycia.
She slew many. And
is Lycia the curse of this place? Is it because of what they did to her?
Well, I mean, that part's a little crazier than over here, you know. There's a lot of spirits chained here to this place, but Lycia, well, she stood strong with a glaive that called down lightning and thunder. I made it myself. She slew many. The corpses were piled high. She had her back to a large tree. Old, its roots go to the bones of the earth. And there she made her last stand. When they did finally overcome her, they tied her to a tree and burned her alongside the corpses of those she felled. Her spirit is old and vengeful, but she deserves closure.
Yes.
Okay.
As you wish.
You know, being a keeper of anvils means you're kind of used to doing things the hard way, because that's how you forge things properly. Putting people through adversity is what makes them come back stronger. But one thing I've learned from this interaction from you two is that kindness is also part of the forging of a creature, the forging of something good. And I think Lycia's soul deserves kindness.
We can do that.
All right, then. Come, Thara! And the buffalo starts stomping forward slowly and then faster. And as it does, it starts stepping on the air itself.
Really?
Yeah, I really don't actually know what we agreed to anymore.
I guess water buffaloes just fly too. Cool. Got it. So, kindness? We're supposed to kill this thing, right?
We might have to fight. We're almost undoubtedly going to have to fight something, but there's a difference of if I didn't think there was an option of saving me, and I turned into a monster, and you knew I wanted you to slay me, it would be out of kindness because you knew what I needed. We don't treat her like a monster, but we try to help. It's all I can think of.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. It's just, I'm just imagining, I guess, what it'd be like if that's what would happen with someone like Belinda or even you.
We do everything we can. We've always done everything we can. I think that's why we've stayed together.
Yeah. It's doing our best.
Yeah. What else can we do?
Yeah. All right. Let's
do
go.
it.
You
Start heading
walk
forward.
towards the glowing fronds in the distance. You hear the birds, mostly crows, kind of like looking at you inquisitively from the boughs of the trees, but letting you pass. Their large eyes appraising you as you pass underneath the tree branches, with an occasional quack, like their little quirking, chirping sounds, kind of hopping around on the trees, marking your passing. The woods let you pass. You notice now they are less ominous. The branches don't reach out towards you like clawed hands, and your passage is fairly uneventful. You have a pretty clear marker ahead of you with the magic you cast earlier, Valym.
Mm-hmm.
Until all of a sudden you come upon it. It's almost like the forest floor itself gets mulchy here, softer. And then you almost step in it before you realize you're standing above what looks to be a mass grave. There is armor and insignia, spears and weapons thrown inside. And it's old, but also looks fairly excavated. In the distance, you do see the kind of actually let's get a visual component up.
Oh,
Ooh.
yay, but also, oh no.
All right, here we go. You do see a hot spring lined with stones, a large battered old chest near it, and the fronds gleaming right on the surface.
Wow.
That's terrifying.
We are here.
How does it smell?
It smells mulchy, old, like lichen and decay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the woods around you are still fairly unhospitable. There's a lot of bramble, the thicket is thick, lots of thorned plants and barbs.
Mm-hmm.
Feel anything?
No, it just feels kind of sad and empty.
Yeah, just I don't. The only thing I could compare this to is just death.
Yeah. And this isn't natural death. This is forced death.
Well, what now?
To be honest, I think we walk forward because I have no doubt that we will end up bait for something that hates us.
Wouldn't be the first time.
It won't be the last.
Well, onward.
Onward. Just walk it in.
Mm-hmm. Do you walk? I'm assuming you walk around this mass grave.
Yes.
Okay. So you make your way around the mass grave and start moving towards now it's cold, but the former hot spring lined with rocks, with the fronds. For Valym glowing with a magical aura, but for Ajax they appear normal. Give me a perception check.
That's a 12.
Also a 12.
Okay.
We're brothers.
We're having
We were singing in one color.
You don't see them until almost it's too late.
Oh no!
As always,
But the bones
Hate that phrasing.
of 1 and 2 fallen soldiers animate and begin to rise from the pit. One of them draws its creaky old bow and takes a shot at, well, let's say, evens, Ajax, odds, Valym. Even at Ajax.
Go.
It's always you, buddy.
Let's go, baby. Oh, okay.
You see the old arrow. It looks to be ancient. Hit this tree trunk right next to you and splinter into 1,000 pieces. Roll initiative.
Let's go. It's time to game. 14.
Nat 20. Let's go.
Hey, okay, so let me write this down.
24 total.
We got a 14, 24.
Yeah, awesome.
And then, okay, so I think it's going to go.
Ooh.
Valym, you are up first.
All right. So how far are they?
They are right at the edge of the mass grave, and they've climbed to the cusp of it since you weren't able to see them initially.
Okay. With my sword of saber, I'm going to sprint up to one and take a swinging strike with my short sword.
Perfect. Go for it.
It's a 16 to hit.
It hits.
All right. For 9 slashing damage.
Perfect. As your sword comes slashing against the ribs of this thing, you feel as though it's not as effective as you would wish.
Okay.
Like the cutting damage, since there's no flesh, slices into the bones, and the impact cracks the rib, but you don't see
piercing,
any...
excuse me. Not slashing. I was wrong. I don't know if that changes
Piercing
anything.
damage. Yes, it does.
Okay, yes, yeah. So short swords are piercing, long swords are... Long swords, Jesus.
Yeah.
Getting sword slithered.
I think...
So yes, it's piercing.
Let me look at my stats for this thing.
Can long swords do both?
Mayhaps.
So long swords are slashing, but short swords are piercing. That's an interesting clarification.
Bum, bum, bum. For our viewers' clarification, technically, like your usual skeleton doesn't have resistance to either, but these are a little different.
These are bronze skeletons.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, piercing is fine. So.
Okay. Good. Cool.
You thrust your short sword towards it and crack through the chest plate, dealing actually quite a fatal blow to it, or a pretty gruesome blow to it. You see it kind of hobble back. Roll perception.
Okay. 21. 15 plus 6.
You also see more movement at the bottom of the mass grave.
Ooh. There are more things moving down there.
What?
Ajax, it's your turn. Unless you want to use your bonus action for something.
No, actually, I have an idea. But I can't do that until later.
Okay. Ajax, as Valym informs you that there's more things moving down there, what do you do?
Can I look deeper or try to see like what's going on where you mentioned that?
Yeah, you can try to look past one of these skeletons. Go ahead and roll a perception check for me, I guess.
11.
Even with an 11, you're not aware of exactly what is moving down there, but you see movement.
Okay.
You
Yep,
can surmise
definitely.
with an 11 that there's more things animating.
Yep, this is just the appetizer.
Great.
I am going to. I'm gonna try to attack the same one that he did with Belinda.
Okay, perfect.
That is a. Oh wait, where is it? Here we are. 13.
13 does not hit. Your Belinda swings down, and as it does, you completely miss while you're like looking into the sort of mass grave to get a better look.
Oh, my bad.
Oh my god. Why are you this way?
Is that your full turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one, which has been attacked or attempted to be attacked twice, is going to take a swing at you, Valym.
Do it.
With a nat 20.
Do it.
Dealing. Oh, I rolled a 1. $12 points of slashing damage as its rotten sword, its decrepit sword, comes down across your collarbone and your chest. The other creature is going to draw its creaky bow again. The bow, I rolled a nat 1. The bow snaps, just breaks clean in half as it attempts to draw it. It's so old and rickety that it just, the wood itself gives way and it breaks. Valym, it is your turn, and you see another skeleton begin to rise from the mass grave. It's getting crowded in here.
How deep is the mass grave?
You cannot see the bottom of it.
Is the skeleton already up or is it climbing out?
It is climbing out. It's about 10 feet from you.
Okay, perfect. Hopefully this buys us some time. And he looks down to the mass grave and says aloud, "Nature reclaim." And he's going to point towards like one of the center walls about 10 feet down and cast spike growth. So there's a 20-foot radius of twisting spikes and thorns coming out. Hopefully, my hope is that it's big enough to encompass like the circumference and radius of this mass grave at least. And then it's not going to necessarily stop them, but when a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing for every 5 feet it travels through it.
Perfect. Yeah. So these old thorny vines come bursting out of the wall, forming this like almost like this net or this cover over this mass grave. You do still see movement, more movement kind of occurring underneath as this skeleton kind of bursts forward. It's going to shoot at you.
Yeah.
Rolling a 17.
That hits.
And dealing 5 piercing damage. The bow or the arrow strikes you in your leg as this creature kind of very, I guess clumsily draws its bow. And and like I said, you notice now that the bow, the arrow is like in shambles. It almost disintegrates upon contact with your leg because it's so ancient.
Yeah.
And then it is your turn, Ajax.
Ajax is gonna try to swing it the way you just missed.
Okay.
To try again. And that. Oops. Rolling a 19.
That hits.
There we go. That's the boy.
And then that's 10 damage, but I have to roll a d6 for my frost, don't I?
Yes.
So 10 damage on that, and then with 1 frost damage.
Yeah. Okay. Do you also want? Actually, that's enough to. I was gonna say I think I have to do a con save to see if the movement speed is reduced. But Ajax, something very interesting happens as Belinda makes contact with this thing, with the skeleton, and you see the entire structure of it collapse. Its armor falling to the ground with a sickening clang. You see it start to twitch and almost begin to form up a second time. You see the hip bone kind of connect back into its socket and the foot kind of twist around, and you see it beginning to like form up again.
Valym?
Yes?
It's not dying.
Kill it again.
Okay. No, that's my turn.
Okay.
Yeah.
The skeleton with the bow, which I think doesn't have any damage on it yet, is going to attack you.
Mm-hmm.
Rolling a 14. Does that hit you, Ajax?
No.
Okay. Its arrow. Oh, actually, no. Its bow is broken.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So instead, it tries to stab you with an arrow. But that's still not going to hit because it was a 14.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Okay.
you see it clumsily try to reach your foot with its arrow. It doesn't manage to. So you see it lurch forward instead, making space for the creatures behind it as yet another skeleton begins to make its way up out of the grave. This one being raked by the thorns as it comes up. You see the thorns grabbing at it, pulling some of its armor off, scratching at the gnarled bone, but still with nothing but vengeance on its mind, it comes crawling up.
4 piercing.
4 piercing damage. Perfect. Okay. Perfect. Sorry. There's like a lot of moving pieces here. Valym, it is your turn again. Give me a Arcana check or a Perception check.
Perception. I'm better at that one.
Mm-hmm.
That's 15.
You notice a thin sliver, almost of like a lavender hair, pulling up from the skulls of all of these creatures.
With Valym, did the context of Sahiba talking about kindness, did it feel like that moment of like giving someone peace by killing them? Would that have felt at all like what he could have inferred from that, or would that feel wrong?
You get the sense that she was referring to freeing this warrior from her desire to sort of like guard this place.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And I see a face coming out.
No, you just see like a thin, almost like a lavender thread coming up from the skull of this enemy that you are directly facing in front of you.
Oh, the one in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I hate that. God. I am going to ask Ajax to get away from me. Get about 20 feet away if you can.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to hold my action of Thunder Wave.
Okay.
Gonna ask Ajax. Yeah, I'm gonna ask Ajax to get 20 feet away.
This one back here is going to clamber up.
Yep.
It's going to take his whole movement. I think he's going to take another 5 piercing from the thorns.
Oh my god, no, 7 piercing this time.
He can't quite get through there, but I think he actually can stand here on the edge of it. So he's going to take a swing at you.
Mm-hmm.
How much damage was that?
7.
7, perfect. So Ajax, he swings at you. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
The notched gnarl blade slices across your arm for 11 slashing damage, almost snagging on your flesh as it goes. Oh, an old, wicked, rusty blade. And then the one back here who shot at you earlier, Valym, is going to shoot at you again.
Mm-hmm.
Missing completely as the old rickety bow lets off a sickening thwang and an arrow lands next to your foot. Ajax, it is your turn.
Well, I'm gonna back up 20 feet and disengage, and
Okay.
yeah, get out.
Oh, I realize now I had the two of you mixed up, so we're gonna pretend it's like this.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's fine.
You are gonna provoke 2 op attacks unless you use your action to disengage. I'm sorry, did I
Use
miss?
my action.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And do you want to move all the way here? You can if you want to.
Yes. 20 feet, as far away as possible.
Yeah.
30
This
feet.
is only 15. But you are right on the fronds.
So wait, so that's 15 feet, you said?
Yeah. You could move past it, I suppose, but I want to give you the option to grab the leaves themselves if you so wish. You find yourself at the edge of the now cold what used to be a hot spring. Now it lies cold. The mineral water is actually kind of refreshing to your nose. It smells good here. And these fronds are growing in this sort of mineral-rich water. They have the red around the edges that Monterey described to you, and the purple veins running through the center of the leaves. They float on the water.
Yeah, I would like to attempt to take some.
Yeah. If you use your bonus action, you can take them.
Yeah, I'm gonna action surge it. And
Perfect.
both of them.
Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand.
Got you. That is a...
Or survival.
Oh, let's give survival a chance. See what survival does.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's not better. 7.
Yeah, you're able to gather 2. You struggle here a bit. It's less that you can't grab them. It's more that as you pluck the leaves, you kind of realize that you're destroying them.
Yeah, right. Not a gardener.
Yeah, you grab one of the fronds and pull it at this lily pad-esque structure. The entire leaf kind of rips in half. You do salvage 2, however.
Okay.
The rest are kind of sitting half dead, lopsided in the water, oozing like a sort of stringy aloe vera-esque substance into the water that forms a film on top of it.
Yeah.
So wait, are all of the other ones?
No. They're still there. Yeah.
Okay.
It's just in the time he's used. You didn't have to use an action surge. We'll just say use your bonus action. But in the effort, or in his effort, Ajax just kind of messed up 2 of them. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. You gave me 2 potions, right? Way back when.
Yep, 2 healing potions.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I swear I only used 1.
I don't think you used any of them because I remember you were going to, and Nim said, "Don't do that.
Yes,
they're expensive."
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
That's the one thing I remember from your
okay. That's smart.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But, all right. So that's my turn then. Disengage. Get out. Take the flowers.
So then, as soon as he's out of range, then I wanted to activate my level 2 Thunder Wave.
Perfect. All right.
And he basically like taps the sword against metal to make it kind of vibrate,
mm-hmm.
and then swings it around in a full circle,
mm-hmm.
And a booming sound comes out, And then I need them to make a Constitution saving throw of 14.
Ooh, that's pretty high. All right, let's see how they do.
Okay. I don't know why it rolls like that. It's annoying.
This one here fails.
Okay.
So what happens to it?
They take 15 thunder damage and are moved 10 feet away from me.
Okay. The body goes flying back and explodes into splintered bone, armor pieces flying everywhere. This one also fails.
Yep, so another 15
Same
and then
thing
send 10
happens.
feet.
Yeah, 15 damage definitely. It just blows it apart into a million pieces. This reverberating, especially with your electricity, like especially being conducted by their metal armor, they just reverberate and boom, you see the bones fly in every which way, every direction. These two made their saves. Do they take half damage?
Yes, they do. They take half and they are not moved.
Okay, so this one is still standing. This one is as well, and they are not moved back. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. And then there's like a deep exhaustion in his eyes. He has never done that. It is a terribly deafening sound. But
thank you for warning me.
Yeah. That would have been horrible.
That was crazy. I got two. I got two.
Oh my god.
I got two.
Okay, two more.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll stand there. Look, it's funnier this way.
That one's going to swing at you, the one that's left.
Don't die, please.
Does a 15 hit?
No, it does not.
Its rusty sword comes down, barely missing you, clattering against the stones next to you. Ajax, you feel something strange, like almost like a prickle on the back of your neck.
Oh no. Valym.
Yes?
I feel something weird again.
I don't. What do you mean again?
Make a wisdom saving throw.
That is a strong 2.
Oh no.
Oh, bye, Valym.
I'm still here.
You begin to feel your body move of its own accord, even though you are in possession of your mind. You feel your limbs start to move, and you feel your feet start to trudge backwards towards Valym. You're going to use your whole movement to get there.
Valym?
Yes?
I can't control myself.
What do you mean by that?
I can't control myself.
Please don't stab me again.
I don't want to.
Okay, it's fair.
Oh, Jesus.
Jasmine, we are bonding. What are you doing to us?
I have an action still?
You do, yes.
I'm going to...
Your ability to move has been taken away from you, but you still can make actions that don't involve movement. If that makes sense.
Can I? So, all right. So my entire body is I can't do anything.
Give me a perception check.
Okay. That is a 15.
Okay. With a 15, you see all of a sudden about 6 lavender threads coming up from your arms, up towards the tops of the trees. In fact, as you look up, you see hands, almost like puppeteering. And you see one kind of like manipulating your arms in a masterful fashion, as well as your feet. And you notice there are 2 lavender threads, one on the back of each foot as well.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so I can't move. Can I just warn Valym to move?
Yeah, you definitely can.
Move now.
Okay.
And then that's
I think there you see more motion from underneath the thorns, Valym. Go ahead and roll damage. That creature won't be able to get to you this turn. I think
That is 4 damage piercing.
Mm-hmm. This one will be able to get to you, though.
Yep.
It's actually, I think it's actually going to go for Ajax because he's kind of held down.
Mm-hmm.
Only rolls a 12.
oh, does not hit.
So even though as you flail and move against these like almost marionette-esque threads tying you down, you are able to evade the attacks of this large, clumsy skeleton creature. With that is your turn, Valym.
Okay. So there's one skeleton coming up. There's one that has gone to attack Ajax.
Mm-hmm.
There's 2 in a straight line ahead of me though, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm. One right behind the other.
I look at those. Ajax, there's a lot that I haven't told you I can do yet.
Now's the time.
And I outstretch with blade in hand over one arm and the other hand out. Valym says ignite in Sylvan, and I'm going to cast Burning Hands at those 2.
Okay, perfect.
So that is a dexterity saving throw from them.
I've got an 11 and a 9.
Those are fails. They needed a 14.
Perfect.
So they take 11 points of fire damage.
You see something interesting happen as you cast this fire out in a wave in front of you. You hear
God, that's right. They burned
a
them.
snap as the threads holding them to this world burn and they just clatter down, dead.
Oh my God. It's a puppeteer. Holy shit, Jasmine. They're all being puppeteered. That's fucking cool.
What would you like to do with your bonus action?
I snarkily say, ooh, Lady Sahaba misses you and sends her regards.
This is interesting.
Oh, when you say that, now I'm
Yeah.
What do you mean? I just saw her.
Roll an insight check.
Okay. Insight?
Mm-hmm.
Bet. Woo! 19.
You feel the wood around you shiver with kind of like remembrance. You're not sure if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah.
You also remember the tale of this warrior. And as those lavender threads snap, you look up and see like the shivering, you kind of think you might be able to tell which tree it was that this woman was tied to and burned alive at. You see an especially gnarled, old, scarred tree on which new bark has grown over. But this tree here, the one that Ajax passed nearby, or passed under the boughs of, you have a feeling where its limbs are outstretched that this is the tree of which Sahiba spoke. You see it like kind of shudder with sadness and fear and rage as you remind it of its roots.
Ajax, this is going to be weird. I think we can help, but I need you to help keep skeletons from killing me.
You not hear me? I can't move.
Well, that's because the tree is puppeteering you and controlling your body. What? Yeah, that's my turn. It's a lot. It's a lot. I know.
As Valym says this, the skeleton here takes another swing at you, Ajax. With a 17.
Yes, that hits.
Dealing 7 slashing damage as the sword comes down. This time kind of cutting through your beautiful leather coat and slashing at the tender flesh underneath.
Coat.
It's okay. You know Nim can mend it later. As this happens, you see a particularly ominous figure begin to emerge from the mass grave, holding aloft a tome. You see a hooded figure. Go ahead and roll for the piercing damage. It's not going to emerge this turn. It's going to take this one and the next one from the piercing damage.
Oh my god.
That thing looks scary.
Yeah. 4 piercing.
4. Perfect.
Yeah.
Valym.
Well, it's quick point of order, Jasmine.
Yes.
It's a 20-foot radius. They take 2d4 for every 5 feet they pass through.
Well, I mean, this is only 10 feet deep.
Cool. Good to know. Just making sure. I'm getting everything I had. You gave us a fucking lich demon, man.
If the 20 feet one come up, it might be GG.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that. Actually, Ajax, it is your turn. You feel the threads marionette you as they begin to push you towards the skeleton creature and hold you down. Make a strength saving throw.
Strength saving throw.
Yeah, basically, if you succeed on this, you won't suffer an op attack.
That is a... Sir, please. That's an 11.
Yeah, as the threads kind of weave you back and forth, almost in this macabre dance, this creature swings at you. For a 17 again.
That hits.
Oh, only striking you for 4 slashing damage.
It's great.
I have a terrible idea.
Mm-hmm. You still have your action and your bonus action.
Yeah.
It just consumes your movement.
Let me wait. Oh, I can do this shit. Okay, I barely passed it anyways. I did the wisdom saving throw for me being hit and taking damage from my sword.
Okay, perfect.
I passed it. God bless. Okay. So I still have my action. I can't move. Can I still swing?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I am going to attempt to hit this one in front of me with Belinda, because I am not only being I am being puppeteered by 2 different things right now. Filled with rage, and I can't even control my body, which is it's not a good combination. That rolling a 9.
That does not hit.
But as a bonus action, I'm going to use Second Wind and hopefully regain a decent amount of health back. Okay, 8 health back from that.
Nice.
Perfect. So, Ajax, you have trouble hitting this creature as your arms try to push against these threads, holding you back. It's a level of resistance you're not used to. But you stand your ground, and the life kind of flows back into you. After all, you do have the soul of a samurai. This creature swings at you as this creature moves up another 5 feet, taking more damage. And then I believe... Or no. No, because this creature swings before your turn, so it doesn't swing. But this creature and this creature already moved. Okay, we're good. Valym, it's your turn. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm getting mixed up. There's too
Would you
many
say-
skeletons. How do I hold all these skeletons in this mass grave? There's so many, Chad.
With the presence of this tree, knowing what's happening, would you say it's kind of is it undead or does it just feel like a spirit?
Give me a intelligence check.
Okay. Cool. Because that changes everything. 22, nat 20.
It's hair.
Did you say it's hair?
Mm-hmm. It doesn't. It seems very corporeal to you, especially from your fire kind of snapping it and burning it. You smell burning hair.
It's not the tree per se that is.
You think it's something attached. With the 22, you think it's something attached to the tree.
Okay. I'm going to run to the tree. I'm not going to disengage, though, so it'll get an op attack.
Mm-hmm. With the 22, you would know that if you do not tread carefully here, you may fall to the same sort of entrapment that Ajax has fallen to.
Okay. And does it feel like living hair?
Yeah, actually.
Okay.
It seems like human hair.
Okay. God, now I have to figure out if she's in the tree or if she is the tree. Fuck. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna run.
I'm not saying you can't pass. I'm just saying, like, with the 22, you would know that this might be like one of those things where you just want to watch where you step.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, yeah. So I'll cautiously head towards the tree.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage because you have that. Okay. You're looking for it.
No, that's wrong. That's the wrong skill. Okay, 20 total.
You see the web of hair kind of like barely glistening in the light. And you're able to kind of duck in and out between it. And as you do and you come upon the trunk of this tree, you see a woman's skeleton half sort of embedded in the bark where it has grown over her. The skeleton face itself has no skin on it, but long lavender hair, some of it grown into the bark, some of it flowing free, going up into the boughs of the tree and then hanging in almost like a sickening fashion from its branches.
How like is there any way to guess is there any knowledge that Valym could consider in his past of if there is a possible way of saving them without destroying them, basically?
Give me a nature check.
Okay. 17. 13 plus 4.
You get the sense that this tree, given your intimate knowledge of nature as a druid, and given the information that Sahiba gave you that this tree is old, that this tree bore witness to the horrible events that happened in this grove, and in some ways has not only taken this warrior's trauma upon itself, but has kind of come alive to enact its vengeance. Their fates are sealed together now.
Perfect. Everything that I wanted. All right. Here's where the shit gets wild. So I know that if you cast a spell at a level, you can only do something else as a cantrip. So I am going to druid craft on this tree any sort of blooms that are left on what was essentially dead and dying. And as my last second level spell, I'm going to bonus action cast Healing Spirit. And he says, "Essence of the Fae, give me something to stay." and a nature spirit probably appears over his shoulder, a glowing green hand placing their hand on his shoulder and against the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And the spell is you call forth a nature spirit to soothe the wounded. Until the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit's space for the first time, the spirit restores 1d6 hit points to that creature. And it can't heal constructs or undead, which is why I wanted to ask about the tree, because if the tree is not undead, I want the nature spirit to be healing the tree itself with the blooms that I am druid crafting to blossom on it.
This is beautiful. This is an amazing scene. So
never got to use this spell for any reason. And I was like, this is the time.
Happens all at once, rather suddenly. These blooms happen, the healing spirit. What form does your healing spirit take?
I think it subconsciously looks like how he believes the fire god to be. Like almost like there's like a surge in his chest of like Pilar getting bigger and larger, and then like this, it's like a healing flame almost, like it's burning and it's bright, but it doesn't hurt.
Yeah. This healing spirit engulfs the tree. You see the scarred and gnarled bark begin to fall off and flake off and turn to dust in the wind, and in its place, new, green, fresh growth begins to engulf this tree. It erupts in the blooms you've placed on it, and the hair begins to like dissolve, and instead you see the boughs above your head, Ajax, suddenly become alight with the same lilac lavender color blooms. They shower you in petals, and you feel your limbs move freely. The skeletons accosting you fall dead in their graves, lifeless, I should say, unanimated. And you are showered in a sudden rush, in a sudden flurry of beautiful flowers shedding their petals all over you as this tree is resurgent with new life. The remains of the warrior are still held close to this tree's bosom, but now it is wrapped in beautiful, fresh, white bark, like a birch tree.
What did you do?
I'm honestly not sure. And he pulls out a little wood carving of a snake and then just places it at the roots. But I don't know if killing it would have helped her. And it seems like she was a part of the tree. The plants even said to me not to cut anything down or harm the forest. So I gambled.
Well, it worked. I think.
Valym, you see now that the previously almost like creepy looking lilac hair that was coming off the skull of this warrior's remains and kind of like being twisted up in the bark and extending down from the boughs is now instead falling in beautiful cascades around her face, which is now just like I said, a part of this hollowed old tree.
Are we done?
I think so.
This glade is beautiful now.
You know, Ajax, I think this place could use a new name. What do you think of the Glade of Lycia?
That sounds perfect.
I agree. Okay.
I'm gonna do what I'm gonna motion to you to come here.
He slowly walks over.
I'm gonna do what we did earlier. I put my sword on the ground like he did.
I put my sword on the ground.
I get on my knee. Hopefully you can rest now.
I hope this is some sort of closure. I think Sahiba would be happy.
Me too.
You
Hey,
hear
Jax,
the birds
we might be badasses.
singing
I think so.
in the boughs above you. The air is still thick with the petals of this newly blossomed flower that falls around you in cascades, almost like a cherry blossom. The mass grave almost has a solemn, hollow feeling around it now, as opposed to a giant, gaping maw of death. And before you, the hot spring, now warmed with the thrum of life, bubbles, heat rising from it once again.
What?
You're the goddamn badass. Look at what you did.
Oh my God! This is the
I know.
Didn't expect any of this to work. If I'm being entirely honest, I expected to die in a pit.
Look at me, and I'm battered to shit. Oh God.
Yeah. Okay. Oh God. Oh wait. Name Scorpio. Oh shit.
They're not gonna believe us. Oh my God. I got two. So we gotta
okay.
Let's
two
get
more. Two more. Maybe. Let's get 6. Just let's get 4 more, just in case.
Let's get 8. I don't know. You take as many as you can hold.
That's yeah. Okay. So we'll get 8, just so we have doubles in case something goes wrong.
Yeah. You grab 8, and as you do, you realize that the water here has become infused, or is becoming infused with the leaves that Ajax tore open earlier, and that these fronds are actually starting to dissolve, or they will dissolve if left here long enough, as the hot spring is once again hot and warm, as you've beat life back into the heart of this place. You remove the 8 fronds, and it occurs to you that they may not grow here anymore, but the healing that and the respite that this place provides is a healing of its own.
Valym,
Mm-hmm.
I know this might sound crazy.
Yeah, it's been a day.
And I know we have a place to be.
Mm-hmm.
But that hot spring is calling my name.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Before we get in, I'm gonna dip my finger in it and walk over to the mass grave. And the mass grave is a pit, you said.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to let a drop of the water fall off my finger, and then I'm going to use create water to create 10 gallons of clean water to fill the mass grave, just so that it's not sitting in decrepit, so that it can slowly dissolve and become something else.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, now into the water. I just hop in.
Yeah.
Right behind him.
Enjoy the benefits of a long rest.
Yes! Let's go!
As the hot water engulfs your weary bones, you feel for the first time in days true respite. All of your wounds, as though by magic, heal nicely, actually. And you feel the exhaustion fall away from your body. You feel invigorated. You feel refreshed. And it almost feels as though time stops for a while here. While you rest, recounting stories and the events of the day to each other in the water, surrounded by the beautiful lilac petals falling around you, you're not sure if it's a vision or something that is real, but you feel like at the edge of your vision, out of the corner of the eye, every once in a while, you see a woman with ribbons around her spear, with lilac hair, clad in gold armor, walking under the boughs of the tree, humming a tune.
Are you singing that as well?
That hair is the same color as the strands, Ajax.
I think one day I want to be as strong as she was.
One day, I'm sure you will.
This was a good thing we did.
When you and I come together, everything goes in the wildest direction, and I think we might be good influences on each other.
As crazy as that sounds, I think you're right.
Yeah. Are Nim and Scorpio the troublemakers?
I mean, Nim and Scorpio don't have this.
That's true. That's true.
We gotta take him here.
As you hear that, or as you say that, you hear the crack of a million bones. As a gnarled old figure wrapped in a shoddy old towel steps in the hot spring. Oh, my bones. Oh, well.
Oh my God.
Hey.
Hi. You're back already.
Oh, it's a good thing you two are wearing shorts. This would be awkward. Well, job well done. You two better get to work now.
Get to work.
Get to work? What do you mean?
Spreading my legend. Add the stories of what you did here.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Of course.
Yep.
You see her pull out like a cup and dip it in the hot tub water. And drink
Okay, you know what, Ajax? We really do have to get back to get your friends.
I feel
okay.
great. I feel amazing.
Ooh, this was amazing.
Man, so
what?
busy.
But I thought I was your sensei or master.
You are. So we're going.
You see her
we're going
pull
to go.
a wrinkled old foot out of the water and be like, "Foot rubs. That's what the youngers do for the elders."
Wait, oh shit, hold on. Wait, I can't hear anything.
That's probably for the best.
Hold on.
I have one. God, I'm going to use all my spell slots on stupid shit.
What a time for headsets to die. All right, and we press this button right here.
He's going to hate what he hears next.
Yeah, he is.
All right, I'm good.
Is there a squirrel nearby, Jasmine?
A squirrel.
Any sort of woodland creature?
Oh, there's crows in the trees and other birds now as well.
Okay, that's gonna be weird. I'm gonna look at a crow and I'm gonna cast animal friendship.
Mm-hmm.
If its intelligence is, it has to be a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
14.
It does not make it.
I pull out a little piece of food, and when it comes down, hello, little friend. I have a job for you. Massage her feet.
And you see her be like, a crow, it's gonna peck at my footsies.
Rub it with your head. It'll work wonders. Trust me. It'll be fine. I've done this before.
He has.
He probably has, actually.
As the crow comes over to try to massage her feet, you see her snatch it and kind of look into its eyes. And as she does, she says, "Oh, you've seen things just like me."
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Hey, Ajax, our friends might be sick. Oh, gosh, let's go save them in the name of...
Is she gonna eat it?
I don't know, Ajax, I don't know. I don't want to know.
Okay. Let's go.
As the two of you kind of get clothed and start leaving, you see her put the little crow in the water in the hot tub next to her. She just kind of goes, "You need rest and relaxation too after all the horrors in this glade you've seen." You see her pouring water over it. And then she says, You hear her saying to it, "These kids these days don't even have respect. Back in my day, I used to just rub the feet. That's what you did. That's how you showed respect. Nowadays, I guess maybe they do something else." And you see her like conversing a little bit with the crow.
Can she understand the crow?
I don't even know if it matters, but probably.
This crow is older than you. She points
What?
at Ajax.
What?
Okay.
Ajax, how old are you?
I stopped counting.
That's I'm gonna do.
All right, you two, this was a job well done. I wasn't sure I picked right apprentices, but you kind of proved me wrong on that one. 329 and still learning. It's crazy.
Yep.
And I appreciate this offering. I accept, she says, holding the crow by the neck.
You are so welcome, Sensei.
Mm-hmm.
As she holds it, she says, "Go now, become a tool of my vengeance. Strike like the anvil." She holds it aloft in her palm, and you see it become like the color of like oil slick. Like its feathers take on a sheen as she says this, and it like flies off into the boughs of the tree.
We need to leave.
Did she touch you? Oh my God, she touched us already.
What's gonna happen to us?
Nothing. We're fine.
You're gonna become tools of my vengeance.
Yes, Lady Sahiba.
What?
We will strike.
You've already done a grand job here.
Thank you.
I like this place. Now I kind of don't want to leave, but I said I would.
Well, the place it now has a protector. Couldn't ask for a better one, right?
That's true.
Go at your own pace. It's a big thing you're about to take on.
Yeah. I went some distance away with Thara, but I can't deny I was curious to see how you were going to handle that. It looked touch and go there for a minute, but you really made a comeback.
Yeah, absolutely. Had us there in the first round, but yeah, but what you did. Here's a good thing. As we spread your legend around, it will give cause for people to really celebrate your true return to society when you are ready for it.
That's true. You're right.
Every city we go to, every town, every tavern, every place, they'll know.
They'll see it.
You forgot about this chest right here. You see her like get up, hobble out with her little it's like kind of like a muumuu, like a / towel, her little bathing gown on. She walks over to it, casts knock on it. It flies open.
A chest?
Yeah, there was a chest. I
saw it. I just didn't
yeah.
want to take your things.
She pulls out, because it is rather long, a beautiful...
Wait, she just walked up and cast knock?
Yeah.
Hold on. Okay, continue.
She pulls out a beautiful spear bound with ribbons and then puts it carefully in her pack of things and says, well, I'll be taking this back. And then she goes through it. She's like, but I guess you guys should get a reward, even though your weapons were reward enough, in my opinion. But I also can't have you coming into my woods with horrible things like that. Next time you come around, you can't bring such shoddy craftsmanship around me. It's offensive. It's like showing up without brushing your teeth or washing yourselves or taking care of your BO. Speaking of, you boys are washing behind your ears, right?
Yes.
She rummages through the chest more, pulls out a handful of gems, and then gives you each 2 of them. I suppose you could have these 2, and you could have these 2. Oh, here you go. She pulls out like a tin. It's beautiful, circular in nature, gilded, gold on the top, with like pearls set in the top of it.
This is beautiful. What is this?
I mean, open it.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna open it up.
When you open it, there are spools of thread and sewing supplies inside.
It's actually very exciting.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We've been needing this.
We really do.
That's sometimes I keep darning needles and stuff in there. I think this was stuff that was looted from the town.
Yeah, we'll make great use of this.
She takes the rest of the handful of gems and puts them in her belongings and begins to put her armor on over her muumuu.
Well, I think we head back now.
I think so. Now we at least know where to find you properly.
Yeah, I think I might be here for a little while. Till I'm ready.
And you won't have to worry about us coming back with any poor blaze, because we'll only get them from you.
That's true.
Exactly. Otherwise, you'll get the hammer.
Please, no more hammer.
Don't want the hammer.
I
No more hammer.
bring the hammer down.
I know. I felt it.
Stop. Hammer time.
Question. Is Thara good with kids?
Yeah, Thara means well. You see Thara like gazing off into space a couple of feet near the edge of the hot tub.
What secrets do you have?
Okay. Well, if we come back, we have a child with us that I think would love to meet Thara.
It's a buffalo. Why wouldn't it be good with kids? It's not like it's a rabid wolf.
It's not about that.
Go, Ajax. Gaze into its eyes.
Okay, sure. And I will do that.
Mm-hmm. Make a wisdom saving throw.
7.
You gaze into this creature's large, soulful eyes. And as you do, you comprehend your own birth and the birth of the universe as you know it. And you take 16 psychic damage as the idea of time and space breaks your mind. God. You behold the cooling of the celestial bodies, the formation of the stars. For a moment, you even behold what is underneath the earth beneath your feet. You perceive all of the realities around you. You perceive the heavens and feel for a moment that maybe they are closer. Maybe there is a way to reach them that you had not previously comprehended. And as you begin to question your whole existence, you're just... And Valym, you see this, you just see Ajax's nose bleed as he contemplates existence and the meaning of time itself.
Yeah, I'm sure he'll be fine. Maybe. Is he going to be okay? I look at Saiba.
I think his mind might have been too feeble to handle that. She goes over and knocks you on the head a couple times. And then she licks her thumb and rubs your face. You heal half the damage as her celestial grandma spit and kind of is like rubbed into the side of your head. Oh, you're fine. She slaps your cheek. It's nothing. Rub some dirt on it. You're fine. Walk it off.
We are made of the same thing as the stars. All matter is to one being.
I don't think the stars are made out of skin.
It's deeper than that. You wouldn't understand.
Oh my God. He definitely saw something. That was something Ajax would have never said. Is he wiser now?
Come. We must leave.
Okay, new Ajax. Yes. So much has happened in the last hour.
The gods count on us.
Okay. Well, have a good rest of your day, Lady Saiba.
Y'all take care if you ever need me. Don't forget the 3 leaves.
Yes, of course.
You know, if you forget and wipe your butt with them, you know, you're shit out of luck. Three.
you humorous.
I don't think he's okay, but this is still hilarious.
Mm-hmm. Ajax and Valym make their way back through the woods towards Monterey's fishing hut with the lily pads in tow. And Ajax, as you walk, your brain still thrumming from the knowledge you perceived, one flash of the information you are inundated with remains with you. One piece. It is a vision of Sahiba forging a single star and placing it in the sky. And that'll be where we call our session for tonight.
Why did I make that deal? That was I talk about all the shit that other people do. This one's on me. I accept that. I am standing by it. I'm here for it. Also, can we talk about how I believe has joked about all this God stuff so much? When Dim's not here, we make a deal with one. After last episode that I was here, we found out I have Celestia blood.
I am speechless. I'm a speechless man. What an episode. Jesus Christ.
So much. Oh my God.
Wow.
I in no lack of like having the others, this is definitely going to be one of my favorites.
Same.
Like the character interaction.
Yeah,
I'm
this was,
so glad, because sometimes
yeah.
when I introduce new elements like this, I never know how they're
No,
going to
this
go
was-
over. If people are going to be like, that doesn't make any sense, or that's stupid.
It's
so-
because of your DMing that I felt confident in trying the healing spirit stuff. Because
Aw.
like, yeah, otherwise that other people would have been like, well, no, Gabe's not here. Well, shut up. It's nifty. It's a nature spirit. Let me have. So that's why I was like, I'm gonna try. And it was fun. Ajax is not a bloodthirsty character, which is what makes the sword so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, this was a
Yeah.
banger. This was great. I love it. This
Oh my
was
God.
Jesus.
I just love the Ghost of Tsushima style hot spring meditation.
Yeah. Like, yeah,
That
we're
is
getting
such
it.
a
I'll bet.
like the resting in the hot spring is like such an iconic moment in all of my favorite like Dark Souls Neo style Japanese games, you know?
Yeah,
and
yeah, I
so,
had to
like,
get in the hot spring.
I love the hot springs in Neo where those little kodamas are in there with you or in the spring with you. And then in Monster Hunter, when you're in the hot spring and there's like the floating monkeys, like, so to have that was my fangirl moment. Cause I didn't like, I only thought of it until after, but I was like, after you healed it was only one of the many options that were available to you, you know, like I didn't think that something like that would happen. And then when it did and we went with it, I was like, oh, well, the heart of the earth here is grown cold, but if you heal it, it would run hot again. So that imagery got to come back, where like the pulse is restored here, and then you know Balvin being like, "Oh yeah, we should get in that hot spring." I was like, "Yeah,
Yeah, we're definitely getting in there. We're not leaving without getting. We're not leaving.
I liked us. It felt like a moment of like, we have all these places where we have no reason to go back to them, but like we made a place to come back to.
Yeah,
finally.
this was a landmark. Like
Yeah.
a person and a reason of the place itself.
Yeah.
Like both are important.
Yeah.
And this will give you something that Ajax and Valym are never gonna forget.
It's tattooed on their body.
This is gonna affect us forever. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Wow.
yeah."
Holy shit.
Well, it
That's
also
fun,
helps
though.
that the two of you are big. I feel bad for Xander because I know Xander is also an anime fan, but I would have to say this is the most anime episode I've also ever
Oh,
done.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. We got the big buffs. That was...
You know, Xander would have been all over that.
You know what? I'm glad only for the reason of he got a demon in his head.
Yes. And I mean, the reason that I chose this episode to be the entry point for this NPC I had already designed is the other characters don't use weapons.
Yeah.
So I
I
didn't feel like it was unfair to so before you're like but Josephine and Xander weren't there, but it's okay because they don't use weapons, whereas I feel like for the two of you, if you had missed out on that would have really sucked, because you're both weapon users. So
that was freaking awesome.
That was magical.
So satisfying.
I love that.
How do you spell her name?
Sahiba.
Perfect. And it's Sahiba?
Sahiba.
Sahiba.
Yep.
I don't want to be biased, but this is definitely my favorite episode. This was too much fun.
Yeah.
I liked how much story we got. We got a whole bunch of plot. We still got an encounter. The encounter was challenging, but it wasn't intimidating. It was challenging, but you gave us options. So none of it felt impossible, which is like the best. Because like if something is impossible, you want to know it's impossible going in. And like as things were happening, I'm like, okay, we can manage this. There's all kinds of and failing let us figure things out still.
Yeah, there was a moment where I was gonna go full like dungeon crawler mob spawner and try to stab the pile of bodies.
I was gonna start like throwing fire into it. Yeah.
That's why I asked, like, can we see what's going on inside in the bottom? Because you have to think. If you don't think outside the box in those situations, you can easily feel trapped.
Also, did you bring out like a Grim Reaper?
Bro,
at the end of that?
I was like, what?
He was supposed to be like the Archmage. Of the.
We were almost.
You were gonna start using magic?
Yeah, but like
almost
he wasn't a Grim Reaper. All I had that fit that was like a Reaper guy. So we used Reaper Man.
I don't feel better knowing what he was, because not knowing that he was gonna start slinging magic at us with these goddamn anime hair stuff. No. I had 14 health. I was playing confident, but I was not at all.
You had 14 health, big whoop.
Yeah. I figured you were gonna start running, but y'all were like, no.
Nah. Well, honestly, considered it until he said to stay and fight until he figured it out. So Ajax just plays like complete trust in it, because I still had like fighting spirit and the potion still. So I had some things to rely on, but I fully entrusted him to figure it out. And God bless him.
That's true. We had a really good moment of like mutual trust that the other person was like, all right, because I'm like, I could heal myself, but if I do it, it's not going to do the stuff I want to do. So I got to trust that Ajax is going to keep me from dying.
I felt funny when you were like, oh, what should we call you? Because Sahiba is a name as well, but it also is a title.
Oh.
So it like kind of, I believe, directly translates to like respected, because like sometimes we'll add it to the end of a name. But it's also like the name of a tragic character in one of Punjab's like saddest love poems, Mirza Sahiba. It's the girl's name is Sahiba, and so it was funny because Lady Sahiba is kind of like respected lady or lady of respect, you know?
Okay. So it works.
Yeah, it works on a lot of levels.
Yeah,
that was so cool. I loved this episode. It was so much fun. It ran a little log. Thank you for being patient while I did that.
Yo, I didn't even realize.
Yeah, that was fire. That was a lot of fun.
Oh my gosh, let's do some shout outs. Gabe, take it away.
Hello, I'm Gabe. I am in-house game designer over at Roll20. I worked on the Paizo book, The Mwangi Expanse. I have worked on Arcadia and Kingdoms of Warfare for MCDM. And I've been writing a diss rap for Balvin just because it's fun. And I didn't tell him about it until this exact second.
Oh my God.
So expect that within the next week. It's going to be hilarious. And I say it's going to be hilarious because it's funny to me, and that's all that matters.
I can't wait.
Awesome.
That's me.
Balvin.
I am Balvin, Lord Balvin on everything. I stream. I tweet apparently very controversial things.
Hey, but I'm proud of you for it.
Thank you so much. Yeah, stream, tweet, all that cool stuff, Lord Balvin. I run a GTRP server with my friends that people stream on pretty much weekly now. It's called TSRP, that interests you. And yeah, that's it for me.
Mm-hmm. And as always, oh wait, before we do that, there's some really cute fan art that I will love to share with y'all just because it's...
I can't wait for... Oh, my God.
Yeah, I'm kind of about it. Also, I just realized Valym and Ajax both put their hairs in ponytails.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yup, we got this adorable piece of art from Dying City. Dying City also just opened their own shop, so I'll retweet the link. Definitely check it out if you like, cool. Any of their pieces. Yeah, it's super cute little the Monterey. Forgot his name. Almost called him Mongrel, and then felt that would be too rude because that's so mean. And then by Skirmarie. Or hopefully I did not completely destroy your name.
I just saw that.
The cute little mouse Valym.
Yes.
With a piece of mango.
Was there a mango in there?
Yeah.
Yes, there was a mango in the landscape.
Last episode, and that's also partially the reason why we caught an NPC that improves weapons this time. Last episode, Xander got to go shopping in a night market, which was a part of the episode I think that... Ajax didn't recount to you, but found some cool things there, including some mangoes.
And apparently clothing for everyone but Valym.
Yes. And as a consolation prize, gave you a mango. So when it was pointed out that he didn't get anything for Valym, he gave Valym the mango. So that was It's kind of like a funny, but also horrible.
That's the disrespect.
Hey, man. It's a mango. Mangoes are good.
I don't remember it.
We don't know that.
You do.
I now know that, but I did not know that at the time.
You also shook me.
You don't know that. Well, yeah, you do. I did tell you that. I can't lie to my boy. We're
you told me you shook me, and then we got tattoos together and swore ourselves to a knockout.
It's bonding. It's just bonding.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. As always, I am your DM, that bronze girl. If you're here, you probably know how to find me. This is going to go up at 9 a.m. on Sunday to watch the whole thing if you want to rewatch, and on YouTube. Give it a look-see. It's a show. Share it with your friends. It's great. I love it. I love storytelling this and building this world with y'all every week, and my players just make it even better. I love the choices they make, and I feel like it's a living, breathing universe, and we're all invested in the story. Bye, everyone.
Man, I gotta figure out what's going on with Nim's mom.